We're back with some D&D, some Not Actually Heroes Cataclysm. We'll just jump right into it. Last time
Everybody's dancing. Yep.
the party arrived in the ruins of Waterdeep in a little small town, kind of encircled with like a wooden wall and some still beaten down buildings, but livable buildings. And that, I guess the little village went by the name of Foxhole. So they landed the airship, and you guys, I think JD actually went and visited with the engineer off of the ship. And then you guys spent some time in the tavern. You met a very interesting NPC. I think his name is, what was his name? I lost his name.
Baker?
It is.
He was my buddy.
The baker was Dorson.
Dorson. Yeah,
Dorson.
Dorson the baker. Yeah,
My list of names ready.
Some other unique characters, and then you guys just ended with going to bed. So that's where we're gonna pick up. I don't know if anybody would not go into sleep and doing other things. So I just need anybody to chime in there, unless we're going to the next morning.
I just have a few questions.
Okay.
Did we go upstairs close enough after Scarlet, or the woman that Yarman called Scarlet, that I would have seen which room was hers?
I don't think you would know which room.
Okay. Other question. How many rooms are in this tavern?
Ooh, let's see. I think each of you got a room, right? So that's 10 rooms. So we're probably talking like you've almost maxed it out. So we're probably at like 14 rooms. And they're not really big rooms. So.
Okay.
So you kind of know where everybody else is. So you have
I have 4 possibilities.
Freaking me out.
I know. It's zooming in.
All right. Kyrie wants to make sure she wakes up super early, and if there's like a chair or like a few cups in her room, she's going to put them in front of the door so that if somebody opens it in the middle of the night, that she's going to hear them.
Okay. All right. So she set like a little booby trap.
Just like
there.
a little, not quite a booby trap, just something to make a sound.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Anybody else?
I just want to wake up a little early so I can kind of study my primer that I have, so that way I can take my spell.
Okay.
So she's gonna wake up early and kind of pull out her book and kind of chillax while other people start waking up.
I know it's been a little while since JD's been with the group but he's going to do what he's done every morning, and that's leave and go do his profession stuff.
Okay.
Prior to
breakfast. Which professions is he doing? Because in this location, it's a little bit kind of you're inside the ruins, so you would have to make your way out of the city if you're hunting. More than likely, there may be some animals that wandered into the ruins, and have it there.
Well, I mean, he's just going to go out and track, see what he can find.
Okay, cool, good enough. Roll a perception check, JD. So while you're doing that, anybody else?
I'm praying.
You're praying. Okay.
Yes.
Yarman or
really hard.
Eldrith.
Sir Eldrick is praying.
Eldrick.
Yes. Yarman is I'm imagining he has the room right next to Exires.
Okay.
And so he knows which wall of his room Exire's bed is nearest.
Yep.
And he is next to that wall with his head like this, pressed up against it, and just pining. That's what Yarman's doing.
Excellent, excellent. I guess some of the characters don't actually sleep a full 8 hours, so I mean, there's extra time for some of you guys, for sure.
I don't.
Okay, so we'll go in right there. Let's see, there is actually 9 of you in the inn, not 10 of you. So let's roll for this.
I got a dirty 20 disc.
Okay, we'll get back to that in just a sec. All right. Sir Eldrick, sometime around like early morning, you're awoken to like a snapping type of sound. It just kind of alerts you. You kind of sit up, and all of a sudden you see a lady who's just standing there, kind of leaning forward, like she has just fallen, almost forward and caught herself. The door is closed. The window is closed. And this is. Go ahead.
Excuse me, miss. May I help you?
I'm not quite sure. Where am I?
Currently, you are in my bedroom.
And you are?
I am Sir Eldrick von Battenhouse, Paladin of Anwar and hero of the realm. Well, at least hopefully one day. Right now, I'm kind of just in a guild, and we're in my room in Foxhole.
Right. And where are your clothes?
I cannot sleep in my armor. My clothes are over there.
Okay, this can't be right. Where's
Can
where's
I
most of
help
my-
you? Do you need assistance?
Well, I just woke up in a strange man's room.
She vamped to the wrong paladin.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Did I perchance buy you a good stiff drink? Maybe that would help.
I look down again at his naked body and say, no, I don't think that's gonna help.
I'm not offering myself to you, ma'am. I'm asking if there's anything I can help you with, perhaps food or drink or information or your own room, in fact.
I was just with a group of people, and it must have happened again. Oh,
Sir Eldrick will go and put on his little, I guess, undergarment pants, like linen white pants, a little white shirt. Sorry for my nudity, man, but I sleep in the nude. It helps air out all the armor.
no, it's not you. It's. Oh God, I can't believe it happened again. Oh God.
Mayhaps I can help you. Where were you just a moment ago? Maybe I can help you with that.
Last I remember, I was in the woods. They were sleeping, and
Perhaps your name. Well, I'm Sir Eldrick, as I said. What maybe is your name?
where did you say we were?
We're in a small town called Foxhole, near the ruins of what was once Waterdeep.
My name is Stanasi.
Stanasi. It is a pleasure meeting you.
I would say likewise, but I just say it's no offense to you, sir. I'm just.
No problem. I would imagine appearing in someone else's room would be a little unnerving, especially if they're naked and have the splendid physique as I.
You would think, but this is not my first time with this happening.
Are you standing now, just fully naked, just standing now, or are
No,
you
I
still
put
in the
clothes
bed?
on. I put like a
Okay.
white linen pants on, a white linen shirt.
Okay.
While she was thinking real hard, I got dressed.
Never mind. Uh, uh, I don't.
Say secret word chat is hard.
I mean, I think I might need to drink to calm my nerves.
Morwen,
We're good.
roll
we
a
shall go down
perception
and I
check.
shall. Who, me?
No, Morwen.
Oh, more one.
Yep.
Hang on. That's a 26.
So you're out in the hall and you hear this commotion coming from Sir Eldric's room. Because he speaks very boldly, you know. You don't imagine that he's speaking to himself that way.
Okay. So I would go over and ever so gently tap on his door and say, "You sly dog, did you buy yourself a friend for the night?" And I would say it really, really loud. Like loud enough for everybody on the floor to hear it.
More when I would have done no such thing. Even though Anwar does not say that I can't, I still would not have out of principle.
Sounds like there's a woman in that room to me.
There is.
Well, there we have it. And I'm saying
No.
this, like I said, really, really loud.
Before you jump to conclusions, sir, she just suddenly appeared in my room.
Oh, yes, the old appeared in my room trick. Yes, yes, yes.
By Anwar, I speak the truth, sir.
And as I'm doing this, I'm going around and I'm knocking on other people's doors to be sure that they hear this as well.
Before Morwen gets a chance to knock on Adara's door, you're just gonna see her like little ears like kind of like poke out, and then she's gonna like stick her head out, but she makes that like little cat noise, like she's just gonna like look down the hallway and just watch.
Whenever if I notice this, I'm just gonna point at Sir Eldric's door and just wink, and then I'm gonna go back to. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Everybody does it. I wouldn't think a paladin would do it, but whatever your god's okay with, we don't judge here. And like
He does not frown upon it, but I did no such thing.
I actually cast Druidcraft to amplify my voice.
And at that point, Sir Eldric looks at Snos and says, "Beg pardon, one moment, ma'am." And he goes outside to the hallway and sees the people there, takes his cotton clothes and goes, "Does it look like I need help?"
Before he does this, I missed because I took Fey Touched as my 8th level thing. I Misty step into the room and just appear in the room. And as I appear,
you appear behind him as he's going to the door.
Yes, I actually walk through his Misty step.
And as I appear, I'm doing this.
So there I am in the hallway with nothing on but a smile in hero pose, which they teach us in Paladin school.
It's an entire semester's class.
It is.
Must be.
I got an A.
I would imagine everybody else is out in the hallway at this point because of all the racket.
Yeah.
Sorry if I interrupted anybody's long
Kyrie,
rest. but
you're
it's
actually
worth
at the end of the hallway here.
Definitely.
Roll a perception check.
It's worth a couple spell
geez.
slots for this.
Yes. Okay. That is a 23.
23. While this is going on and everybody's kind of distracted by this, you hear voices coming from a room that's a little further down the hall. It sounds like a female, and then the other voice is really like deep and guttural sounding.
Okay. And I recognize which room it's coming from specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. Mental note made.
Okay. You don't actually pick up the words from where you're at, but you do hear kind of like a conversation going on.
Do I notice everybody staring at me?
I mean, everybody probably is staring at you.
I go,
I mean, Kyrie has a dagger in her hand, but she's laughing.
JD's not there, but
Uh,
everybody else probably.
so I go,
And are
see?
you-
No
you
problems.
Never met Stanasi either. And I say, so and then I look back at Sir Eldrick and I go, and
He'll be back
just
now.
kinda look back and forth 2 or 3 times and I go, I assume everyone had a fun time last night.
And at that, I kind of smile and cover my bits and go back into the room. And I go, nobody had time. She just appeared here a few minutes ago. Stanasi, sorry for the nudity again, but would you please explain your story to Morwen? And at that, I will get dressed and I shall buy you drink and food if you like it. And then I proceed to get dressed.
Josh, do I have to make Clandis roll for like it was like in old D&D like the comeliness or whatever?
Did you say
Absolutely.
comeliness?
Dick size!
No, it's different than dick size.
It's how attractive he is.
Yeah, AD&D had
Also, roll with disadvantage because you know Stanasi does not play.
What
for that
role
team.
would that be? Is it charisma based or what?
No, it was a whole nother stat. It was a 3d6 stat roll that you did in AD&D, and it walked hand in hand with charisma, but it determined like how many followers you could have and like how people reacted to you. Like
I was going to say, used to your looks was based on your charisma.
Yeah, but you can be like, you can have a good charisma but be hideously ugly and people would still kind of recoil from you. Or you can be a shitty person and be really, really attractive. So it just added another level of role play to it.
My life goal is to be a shitty person, but damn good looking.
Life goal succeeded.
I've got the shitty person part down pat. I don't know about the,
I don't want to be a politician.
Hey, yo.
All right. So while this is going on, JD, you went out early, so you missed all of this. But while you're out, you're kind of just going through the ruins. You notice that there are some like wild animals that have just occupy, the ruined buildings and falling around. It's just like nature is taking back the city anyway. So as you're kind of hunting out there, you see what looks like some bandits. They don't look like the people from Foxhole. They look a little more sketchy. And they're over more towards like what we would call like to the east of where you are, like the main like gate.
And the town's what, southwest of my location?
It is. You probably moved east and a little south. I'm gonna say on that one. And you see them coming like through the front gate and making their way kind of like northwesternly, kind of in the direction of the town, but not exactly the way you came. So you think they're probably not going to the town.
And I don't like they're not wearing any distinguishing clothing or anything that JD might have seen in the past.
Nothing that you would recognize.
Well, in that case, JD, after he's done with what he's doing, will head back to town.
All right. So as you're heading back, roll another perception check.
18.
18. All right. So let's see. All right. So you go back to town and whatever you rolled on your professions, you've probably found some animals, killed them. Noticed some bandits. That was all.
Okay. I'll just
you
head
probably get back
into
to town just as the sun's coming up and stuff. So
I'll just head back to the tavern and.
So I would imagine everybody else is probably coming down to the tavern, getting some food.
I did mention I wanted to wake up before everyone else.
You did? You
Yes.
did, yeah. Yep.
So what time did Morwen's whole deal with Eldrick go down?
It would have happened pretty early as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, kind of once it sounded like everyone settled in after that. I'm gonna
Mhm.
go out and I'm gonna head downstairs to the tavern to see if I can find the bartender slash server or whoever from that I can talk to.
From the night before. Let me find
Doesn't
him.
necessarily need to be the person from the night before, just someone that looks like they'd be able to handle a food order.
Okay. So when you go downstairs, you pretty much, I think my stream bottomed out again. You pretty much see the same two people. You kind
Okay.
of get the idea that, the guy probably owns the place and he only has probably the one employee up front and maybe a cook in back or something.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go to the guy at the bar and good morning. I was actually hoping to take breakfast up in my room. Would it be possible to get a tray made up?
Sure. We can do that for you.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'll have the girl bring it up to you.
I can wait and take it up myself. That's not a problem.
All right. So he takes your order, passes it back to the cook, and you wait a few minutes. Then get your food and go back upstairs.
On the stairs, am
Okay.
I in sight of anyone upstairs or downstairs?
All right. So if we're going by the time frame of wherever you woke up before everybody and you're making your way back up. So this is all happening before the Morwen Stanasi situation. We'll say.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Since
Wait,
you
no.
said you
I
wanted
need
to
the
get up
information
early.
from that. Shit.
Oh, okay. Or well, it can happen later. But all the other
Okay.
people are kind of down in the bar already. So
All right.
I was gonna say I wasn't planning on going down only because I also needed to sit down with my broom. So I
Okay.
was gonna hide away for a little bit so I could learn how to use my broom.
That's fine. Since there are people around, I'm actually going to duck back into my room
okay.
and I'm going to transform my armor and I'm going to change the glamour to the same dress that I saw the waitress wearing downstairs. And I'm going to shapeshift so that I look exactly like her.
All right. So you have a
And
tray of food, and you look just like the waitress from downstairs.
and I'm going to go down the hall and I'm going to knock on the door where I heard the voices earlier and say, breakfast order.
One moment. And you hear just like almost in a hushed voice, talk about this later. And then she comes over and opens the door. Like fully clothed, like what she was wearing yesterday. Hood kind of pulled back. Let's see.
So I get a good look at her face this time.
You do. Let me pull her up here.
Excellent.
Where is she? I'm
Is
gonna
it
pull her from
Scarlet?
Roll20.
Yes.
It is.
Oh,
yes.
hell yeah.
Oh, I know where she is. I put her over in NPCs. She is. She is, I would say, an attractive girl. She has like white hair that comes down past her shoulders that kind of rest on her chest. The hood is pulled back. It's like almost like a blood red, like the color is. She has these green eyes that are just like really green, like to the point where it's just, almost unusually green. Her lipstick is kind of the same color as like the dark red hood, and which kind of permeates through her outfit. And she has like leather armor across her chest, and like she has like one of those what do they call them? No, I'm gonna say the wrong word. Like the shoulder pad thing, but it's like
Mhm.
it's metal and very ornate. Like it looks very expensive.
Okay.
She has you see the sword and it's sheathed, but it is like she does have almost like using it almost like a cane. It's like next to her. And as she looks out, she kind of pokes her head out and opens the door a little further as she kind of pushes the sword back behind her and leans it up against the bed.
You the ones who asked for breakfast up here.
Hey, I did not ask for breakfast, no.
God damn it. Gregoff told me the wrong room again. Sorry. It's fine. My apologies. Did you want breakfast? I can go get another tray for the other one and figure out what the hell what room I'm supposed to take it to.
Oh, yeah, of course I'll take it.
Here. I'm sorry. Just gonna hand her
Takes
the
the
tray
tray.
and I'm gonna
Now she's just kind of holding it awkwardly at the door.
okay. And I'm gonna walk off down the hall.
Okay. So you didn't see anybody else in the room.
Okay.
By the way, very
But did I
small rooms.
recognize her?
You did not recognize her. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Do I hear the door close behind me?
Yes. Very slowly.
Once I hear it latch, I'm going to go back to my room and transform back into my normal appearance.
Okay.
And then go downstairs.
All right. I like this. I like where your head's at.
Hey, you said that I didn't get a good look at her.
You didn't. You didn't. You have a very good look at her now. Yes.
Okay. I know for sure I did not recognize her. Okay. Just joining the group downstairs.
All right. So, see, you are checking out the room, right, Adara? So, it doesn't take you too long to actually figure out the word that activates it, but you are kind of shocked by it. I guess maybe. Would you be? I would think so, but oh, you're muted.
I think she would just be like, she would be shocked, but then she'd be like, oh Lord. and just be like, all right, well, like, you can't change it now, you know? It's magic, magic's magic.
Yep. You could probably have somebody maybe who is good at enchanting things possibly change it for you. But wouldn't be a cheap thing, you know. You'd have to definitely pay for it. So
I kind of want her. So everybody's downstairs now, right? At this point.
is everybody else downstairs? Kyrie is not. I don't think at this point, right?
Okay.
You went back to your room.
She said she went.
I went to my
downstairs.
room to change back and then went
And
downstairs.
then went down. So yeah, she's down. Yeah.
So I just want like, as she like is working on it or whatever, and she discovers it, because I picture her like kind of sitting, like trying to sit on it, like figure out the word and like look at it and stuff. And as she like, at this point, her door is just open, and as she figures it out, she just kind of like yells it kind of loud, like, "You horny bastard!" And then she just fucking like flies down the stairs on this broom like really quick, and just like screeches to a halt in front of like the whole party, and is like, "Well, I now officially can fly. Flying cats added to the list of things I never thought I could do." And then she'll like kind of hop off like nothing happened, and just kind of like throw it over her back and like join them for breakfast.
All right. I would say after a little while, Raz shows up the tavern there, and he goes in and gets a drink and is just at the bar at the moment.
I will walk over to him.
Okay.
Do you sleep well?
Of course I did. got me some drink, and I am fit as a fiddle, smacking his ribs and he goes, it's fine. It's fine. Just a flesh wound.
Indeed. What's on our docket for today?
Be up to you. You want to go see the mayor? We can make that happen.
Check with the rest of the group, but I mean that is why we're here. Why don't you come join us for some breakfast? Have you eaten?
Get eat. You got bacon? I love
I-
bacon.
I think we do.
All
Take
right,
him
so
over,
Raz
take it
comes
with us.
over and he immediately just starts hoarding all the bacon at the table. So.
He would reach for the bacon near my plate, and I would slap his hand with uncanny quickness. Just
I'm not even gonna roll for that one. Okay, so Raz has joined your table here. It's probably like maybe a couple tables. There's a lot of you, so
I think Eldrick Stanasi and Josh's character are sitting off to the side because I'm regaling the tale to Josh's character. I can't remember his name.
Morwen.
Morwen.
So Stanasi doesn't know anybody here, by the way.
Has
Okay,
JD
yeah.
made it back to the
Yep.
tavern?
JD probably would be strolling in right about now. Yep.
If JD is not there, can I go over the comms? I don't know if he'll hear me at this point. Maybe when I walk over to Raz, I just want to
Okay.
go over our comms and say, see if you can find Doran and get some bread. Bring that back. Guy made some good bread, he said.
So you would probably get that. You're probably within range at this point, where you kind of pick up on it, whether you decide to respond or not.
He hears crickets coming through the line of that.
All right.
Got it. JD is gluten intolerant. Put that
if
down.
I can find myself where both Adara and Exire are there, I would look up and go, I have a question.
Do you have a question, Yarman?
Yeah,
Sure.
I reach down to my hip and I have two big bags on either side, and I pull them out and I set them on the table and they kind of unfold, and one is all the platinum that Adara gave us, and one is all the gold that JD gave him. And he goes, "What do I do with these? I'm
Put
really
them
confused."
away. Put them
JD
away when we're
says-
in a tavern.
JD says that these are worth more than these, but there's a lot more of these, and I don't even know where these came from. Like this magic hand, like ghost, just like dropped them off at my table the other night.
When he says that, I just want to instantly I want to cast it so that way it pops back up, and I'll be like, "Do you mean this one, Yarman?"
Yeah, he was wearing a funny hat thing though, but that one, what do I do with these?
Use them. to
And
buy
instantly,
things.
before anything happens, the hand just kind of automatically just thinks that it needs to go into counting mode and starts stacking and counting money again, just out of habit. And I'll kind of shush it away, no, and I'll kind of push it back.
Like, how much is it? What can I buy?
You can buy, I don't know, most things. Probably not magic things. Some magic things, potions. What do you need?
These?
Okay, but maybe some potions. I don't know.
You
like
know,
a
Yarman,
belt or something.
You could just let us know what you need, and we could always help you with that. I know money's not the most fun thing to deal with. We're willing to help.
I just don't know what it is. JD said that pile is more than that pile, but that pile's a lot bigger. That's why I kept them separate.
Well, you see, do you know metals, Yarman?
Yeah, they're all metals.
Well, yes, they are, but that metal that's silver is worth more than that metal that is gold. So even though
Why?
there is more, that is
They
still
weigh
worth
the
more.
same.
They
And
do.
I hold them up and they're like, yeah, they feel like they're the same. I reach in and try to bite one.
Oh God.
Not for eating.
It hurts a little bit.
You
I
just
just-
hold on to them and we'll help you whenever you need them.
All right. Sure. And he just takes them and puts them back strapped to his, because everything is basically just strapped to his belt somewhere. So he just straps them back to his belt and has these big.
Are those secure, Yarman? We're not gonna have, trailing problems, are we?
They're kind of secure.
Okay.
Don't know where else I'd put them.
Would you like one of us to hold
I
them?
stand
for
up
you?
and jump up and down a little bit. Are they secure? It is.
So you have to. They're just on your belt.
They're just like looped around the belt a couple times.
Yeah, I mean it's. I mean, you jingle.
They seem secure.
Okay. Yarman,
I
if
do
you'd like
jingle a
someone to
little bit,
hold them
though.
for you, we could make that happen.
Yeah, that's probably easier. I unroll them and I hand them to Exire.
Okay, I'll put them into my bag of holding.
Probably much safer.
What is it? 55 platinum and how much gold?
Give me a second, I'll tell you.
All right.
I'll
While
311 or something like that.
yeah, while this is happening, I'm gonna take out my alchemy jug that previously had blood in it, and
All right.
instead I'm going to do I have to say? Do I have to whisper into it? Is that what you do? Yeah, I name one liquid. So I'm gonna whisper beer. And then I'm gonna take a big sip of beer. And then I'm gonna
Okay.
look over at Sir Eldrick and I'm gonna say, "You sure you don't want some?"
Oh,
More beer
what
for
kind
me.
of fiend do you take me for?
And I keep drinking my beer.
Perez kind of pushes his cup over towards you.
And I pour it so Sir Eldrick can clearly see it's beer. I pour it for Raz. And then I go back to drinking it. Your loss.
You said that JD's made it back, right? This.
Right. Yep.
So JD wants to walk over to Pruglin.
Okay.
Pruglin.
Hmm?
So I need to know. You turned my drink down last night that I make myself. Why?
Bad water.
You didn't try it. How would you know it was bad?
XR, he gave me bad water.
I see. That happened when I wasn't here, didn't it?
Yeah, made Pruglin. Oh, it's very sick.
I just kind of shake my head, and then I reach into my bag of holding and I pull out a shield. I think you could use this.
Ooh. Thank you.
Don't need the healer getting hurt any more than necessary.
It would be bad.
As he kind of gives it to you, as you kind of pick it up and kind of try it on your arm, it's almost like it grows in size to match like the size of your arm.
Ooh.
JD gave you a +1 shield.
Okay.
Is Sir Eldrick and them still over in the corner with the new person?
They are, yeah. Yep.
JD really not caring what their conversation is, just goes walking right on up.
Okay.
Hey, Paladin,
Yes.
anybody ever tell you you're loud?
A couple of times, but in my line of work, a loud booming voice comes in handy.
I meant when you walk.
Oh, yes. They've told me that too.
Well, I'm going to help you out if you're going to be in this group with us for however long it may be.
What can you do?
JD reaches in his bag and pulls out a pair of boots.
Oh, well, thank you, JD. I appreciate your gift.
And he gives him boots of elven kind.
Why, thank you. So how are these boots going to help with my sound problem, as you put it?
You make no sound when you wear them.
So I won't be clanking around if I have to sneak up on somebody?
That's what I've been told they do.
Truly an amazing gift. Anwar has blessed me this day through you, JD. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then he turns and looks at Stanasi and goes, "Did we pick up another one?"
She appeared in my room this morning out of nowhere. I did not hire her for any kind of sexual encounter or anything of such.
When he says nowhere, Morwen stands up and goes, nowhere, and then just sits back down and goes back to eating breakfast.
JD kind of chuckles and goes, "I don't care what your sexual activities are. I just wanted to know why in the devil there's somebody else here."
I'm just trying to clear the room as Morwen has made an unbasis claim that I was having a sexual encounter in my room last night with said lady.
The whole
Who,
time,
by the way, his name's Tanasi.
Yeah, the whole time he's doing that, I'm like pantomiming what he's saying, but I'm using finger quotes every time he says something that sexual, yeah.
With his loud booming voice, can we hear this from the other table?
Oh yeah.
Kyrie's just leaning up against a
And-
wall, watching everything and just laughing her ass
There-
off.
I'm looking over at
Sir-
Exire and going, "Did the paladin finally get laid?"
Oh,
When
There
I
was a
hear
lot
that,
of
I
yelling
yell,
this morning.
yes, he did.
God damn, maybe he won't be such a dick anymore.
He
I
doesn't
did
seem any
not
happier.
I did not have sexual relations with this woman.
But what time did you say that she showed up?
I called him
It
in
was-
the room at like 6 a.m. You know, I only sleep half the night, so I was up wandering around.
Yes, I don't know. She appeared in my room early this morning before breakfast and then made a loud noise, and I woke up naked because I
Loud
don't sleep
noise.
with my armor on. And then she was there, and then the usual hilarity
But-
ensued from
But
there.
when he says that he woke up with her in there naked, JD kind of points over his shoulder. He goes, "Exire and them know I don't sleep with any clothes on either."
Quite a sight to behold.
I want to send the mage hand over as they're like all talking about this, and I want the mage hand to grab Morwen's hand and just make make a circle, and the mage hand's just gonna be like,
Oh,
and then it's gonna go back to the table.
Orwin completely goes along with this. It's okay.
So if she came in at daybreak, are you with the bandits I saw earlier?
Yeah, you.
No.
She's-
I was running through the woods and I ended up in his room.
Running through.
So
If it's compared to woods, I think Eldrick needs a shave.
you were running from bandits and magically showed up in his room?
I don't
I
remember
grab my
who,
holy piece
I was
and,
running
and I
from.
bend down and I go, and we're please
I
give us
just-
strength. And we're
I was keeping watch with my party, and then I was in the woods running from someone or some people or something, and the next thing I know, I was like crouched in his room.
So
As you
where
say
were
that,
you?
I
with
walk
your
over
party?
to Yarman and I say, you know, when I turn into a bear, you know how hairy I am when I turn into a bear?
Yeah.
Worse.
Oh,
Much worse.
that's why she was crouched. And
Do you
not,
remember
Yes.
where we were that night that I shot out the tentacles?
Yes, I do.
that did happen, actually.
That's there you go.
It was
Yeah.
hentai
It was-
night in D&D.
It was on
was.
our trip on our way back from fighting or encountering the Murlocs.
Oh, where's the maps at?
Because this is the night that I'm basing. Even though I don't think I teleported that night.
Is this
No,
the night that
you ran from me.
Yeah, that was
that
the
night.
night that I was running. You guys eventually did catch me. That was the night that I almost
So
killed
Can't
you
outrun
guys
us.
were, I think you were heading back to Flint. Is that correct?
We were leaving the Murlocs.
Yeah.
We had just encountered them.
There's this, yeah, going back to Flint.
the good old days. I'd love to
Um,
fuck up a Murloc again.
And by the way, I'd just like to point out that it is canon now that Sir Eldrick is extremely hairy.
That's true. But to be fair, in preparation for that, I also made it canon that Yarman pines for Exire while
You did make it
Exire is
canon.
sleeping.
That is true.
He did, yes. He did do
It's
that.
true.
Oh, so I was just awkwardly watching you sleep?
No,
No,
you
you
were
were-
pushed
you
up
You were in
against
the
your
room
wall.
next to Exire,
Literally, like
knowing where his bed
Falling
was,
at the
with your
wall.
face against the wall like this, going like this.
But it happens when you let Clan play your character.
To be fair, Clan wasn't here. I told Malnox to take over.
But Clan got here
He
before we
gave it
started.
to me when I showed up.
Yeah, Clan got here. My instructions were play Yarman. If Clan doesn't show up, Clan done showed up.
so. To answer JD's question, we had made camp a few miles outside of Flint.
Considering what JD did prior to joining the guild, does he know where that's at?
I think it is, I think it was called the Jericho Forest, is where you guys
Yes.
were actually in.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, not that much is known of Oss. So probably not. I mean, you probably would know where the continent is, but the cities and like the forest, you probably wouldn't know that. I don't know that you would have been deployed. Let's just roll for it. Roll a d20. We'll see. It's a low probability that that's where you were.
Just straight 20?
Yeah,
16.
16.
I wasn't even worried
Um,
about being deployed. I was just talking about hearing about it while I was in, not necessarily have ever been to the continent.
I don't know that you wouldn't know that specific of a thing, so probably not. Yeah.
The reason I was asking those because JD being halfling and living in the forest, as far as him knowing that, not necessarily its prime location.
Oh, okay. You wanted to know JD living in the forest gave you the ability to know what about the forest?
As far as knowing if that forest was around here.
Oh,
Not
it's
necessarily.
not. Yeah, you know it's not around here. Yeah, sure.
So you were in a forest with your party, running through the woods in a place that's nowhere near here. And you just magically showed up in his room?
As far-fetched as that may sound, it's exactly what happened. And it's not the first time something like that has happened to me.
And you don't know anything about the bandits that come strolling into town this morning?
No.
And JD says that loud enough for everybody in the vicinity to hear that.
Okay.
Bandits? Kyrie's
Right,
gonna
Chad.
wander over to the table.
She
Yeah,
was not aware of the town
there's
that
some
we were in.
bandits that you know, there's ruins. I mean, there's definitely going to be bandits around.
Do you need us to go get rid of them?
They don't hurt you. I mean, as long as you don't go wandering where you don't belong. I mean, over near
like
the
to
water,
wander,
there's
though.
some sketchy people down the water that come in, moving in some black market goods and stuff on the ships. As long as you don't go over there and mess with them.
Do you need us to
What do
get
they
rid
call
of them?
those? The pirates. Yeah, you don't fuck with those pirates.
Do you need us to get rid of them?
Kyrie's gonna back up to her spot against
I
the
don't
wall
need
and
you to.
just.
They don't bother me.
Really
Everybody
not
plays
afraid.
nice because of the mayor. Let's just say that.
Ah, yes, the mayor. Should we maybe talk to this mayor about removing the bandits, or?
If you want to, that's fine. But I don't think he's too worried about himself either.
Strange.
Wait till you meet him.
How
Isn't
do
the
we
mayor a
meet
bandit?
the mayor?
That's where I come in. I'll show you the path, but you have to walk it yourself.
Is meeting with the mayor dangerous?
He kind of looks you guys over, kind of looks around the table, looks you up and down. Nah, not for you guys. You're tough.
Raz, before we go meet with this mayor, what can you tell me about the relationship of this mayor and this leader? I keep hearing about this Bairden.
Oh, Bairden. Bairden respects the mayor, but he's his own man, of course, and they have separate agendas, we'll say.
They get along well enough, though.
Sure, he lets us live here. The bandits don't bother us. The pirates don't bother us.
So why is this person a mayor of a town that no longer exists, yet you guys seem to respect him, as it were?
I
Yet
don't
he's
know
not
if
the leader of Foxhole.
I don't know if I would mention that that Waterdeep doesn't exist around him. I stay away from that topic. But he
crazy?
claims
Does he think there's still buildings here?
he's I don't rightly know what he thinks. He gives us information. We provide him with entertainment, we'll say, and it's a good relationship, I think.
Entertainment like Sir Eldrick paid Stanasi for?
Not exactly.
Does he live up in the ruins? Does he live underground where he can't see that Waterdeep is in ruins?
I don't think he gets out that much, to be honest. He lives underground. Yes, very much so.
Sir Eldrick seemed very upset by that comment.
And then he just ran away. What the? That was weird.
Just runs out the door.
I mean, is there anything we need to know
He's
about
driving
this
to
mayor?
Diz's house right now.
He don't walk through your punch me.
Is there anything we need to know? I mean, I know you said to avoid talking about the fact that Waterdeep doesn't exist, but any
don't know
other
that that's a
do's or
subject
don'ts?
that's off the table, but
Tread lightly.
he's very powerful. I wouldn't go there.
Very powerful. Right?
That's all it was.
Does the mayor have a name?
Yes, the mayor of Waterdeep. That is what his name is.
All right. All right.
Does it finish with Esquire?
I know that I don't understand a lot of things, but I do. That's a title, not a name.
What is this?
And then I
You
look
want
at
to debate
Exire
it
and
with him,
Adara
you're
like
welcome
that's a
to.
title, right?
Did
Yes.
You
Yarman
can
pick up
debate
a
that.
couple brain cells?
What what does this mayor
Ooh.
what does this mayor look like? I don't want to be, just so we know what we're getting into. I don't want
He,
to be shocked and say anything untoward about his appearance.
it is best if you see it yourself. I have to tell you.
He's got one of those
That's-
eyes that he's looking at you, but he's looking over there too.
Don't talk about his eye. Got it.
He
got it.
points at
Yeah.
Yarman. Yeah.
Oh no.
I fought a guy like that once. I was concerned because he didn't know where my punches were coming from.
Did you give him his other eye going the other way now?
I don't know what happened to him afterwards.
All right, you
Hmm.
guys. I mean, why are we looking for this mayor exactly?
We need him.
Well, I think that's obvious.
No,
Why do
no.
we need him?
We
He
need him
has
for our mission.
information, I believe.
You have some information about a friend of ours.
Hey, interesting. Hate to ask, but some of us had kind of joined you recently. Who are you looking for?
An important member of the military from Baldur's Gate.
I was gonna say, didn't Exire tell us this?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
we're looking for somebody from the military.
General Buckley.
That was definitely his name.
Correct.
I wrote it down.
Right. Okay.
JD wasn't there when y'all said it. That's why he's not
Yeah.
making all
I
of
trust this information
the information.
wholeheartedly.
General Nicholas Buckley. If you recall.
At that point, is it who else looking at JD right now?
Yarman's
I
probably
thought
looking
everybody
at
was looking
everybody.
I mean,
Kind of
everybody's.
Raz at the moment because
No,
they were
that's
all
what I'm
talking to
saying.
Raz. but
That's
yeah.
why I was asking.
No, Yarman is definitely the puppy that's going.
Because when
Yeah.
XR mentions that name, JD's hand goes to his gun and grips the handle really tight.
Kyrie's been standing back against the wall, kind of watching everything. So would she have seen that?
Yeah, he didn't say he was hiding it. so-
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
If
hiding
you-
it. He's
Okay.
legitimately gripping his gun, pissed off right now.
You okay, JD? You
An old friend of yours?
No, it's information I got from my old friend when I met all of you in the woods.
Oh, the one you murderously. Yes. Okay.
Wait,
Sounds
is
like-
that where
Because you
Galen
killed that
went?
motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I killed him.
You killed Galen?
He did.
Weren't you there, Yarman?
No.
I think you were.
You
No,
were.
I
Yarman.
wasn't. I was at another campsite sleeping.
You
That was
slept
the
through
night-
all of that?
They threw an
Yeah,
orb
we
down
were
to
in a
where we
bubble. He
couldn't
never
hear
heard the
anything. I would have
gunshots.
never heard the gunshots or
Yeah,
anything.
he never heard it.
And I wasn't close enough to be watching it, and I wasn't awake. So
That's what you get for being
He was
angry.
probably not within 30 feet of me that my sword
The
would have
gunshots
woken
would
him
have
up.
been. We'll say the gunshots would have been so high pitched that you couldn't hear them.
Well, we were in that dome. You said anything in the dome was sped up and there was no sound
yeah,
Yeah.
coming through
so-
the dome.
that's why I don't know that Galen was dead. I just thought he walked away like Rack of Ribs did.
Rack of ribs.
Yeah, Exire. After I killed Galen when he was drawing his last breath, he was a member of the organization that Harrison told us about.
Hmm.
Buckley recruited him.
Buckley recruited Galen.
What's everybody's passive perception?
11.
Mine is
15.
Passive investigation, very good. Oh, I'm sorry, 12.
14.
That's
Well,
15.
7,
15.
Good.
14.
14.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Proceed then.
Proceed.
Motherfucker.
Apparently
I have
he
advantage if
recruited
it
him.
has to do with Scarlet because I've been looking for her all morning.
I don't feel that.
Buckley recruited Galen to the organization that
To the
Harris
organization.
told us about.
Yeah.
Do we know how long ago this was? When was the last time Galen had contact with Buckley? Did he say anything about that?
At that point, JD stops, looks towards Stanasin, looks at Raz, because he doesn't know either one of them at all, other than he checked Raz out with the vampire bite.
Don't fucking look at me while you're holding that gun. He's got his drink in his hand and bacon in the other hand.
Point to Stanasi and say, I can't speak for that one, but from my understanding, this one, pointing at Raz, has been cleared by magical means. Seems we can trust him.
He slowly puts the bacon into his pocket.
Sorry, I was having to take care of something.
Okay.
At which point, when he looks at those two, where's the table located that Eldrick was sitting at? Is it against the wall, or is it kind of in the middle?
I imagine it's off to the. Both are off to the side. They're kind of like right next to each other. I didn't think they were too far apart.
Is there an empty table beside him?
Yeah, there's several empty tables. It's early in the morning. There's not a lot of people coming
So
into the tavern.
JD wants to get up on a chair and look around and see if anybody's intently paying attention to this conversation other than the ones at the table
Okay. So just roll
before he
perception.
proceeds. Oh. That's a 24.
Yeah, boy.
There's a couple of like random people in the tavern that are just eating. You know, they've looked over a few times. Because of, you know, your voices going up, you know, and
Right.
down. But they don't you don't think that they're just actively paying attention to you guys.
As he hops off the chair, JD goes into his comms. Says, for all the ones involved that can hear me, there are 2 General Buckleys.
Yarman
name
just
of-
gasps audibly.
The name of the organization is Beta Class, aka Snake in the Grass, for the 4 of us that were there the day the General informed Harrison.
Hearing Yarman gasp, Adara is gonna go over and be like, Yarman, are you okay?
I don't know. Someone's in my head talking about beta snakes.
Beta, someone's in your head.
That does not sound healthy.
At which point he turns around and looks at Yarman and go, if you don't know how these work, don't repeat what you fucking hear.
Now I
Ah,
would know
We're-
about beta class, right? Since I'm in the guild.
We're beta snakes? What's wrong with beta snakes? I mean, sure, they're not alphas, but
I see. And she's gonna
Okay.
cast
think it's been
detect
brought up.
magic. Are they? She's gonna cast detect magic just to see if she can see.
you know what it
Anything.
is because you've interacted with it with Yarman a few times. The earring.
No,
Oh,
I've
so
heard you
you're-
talking to yourself, but we don't know you
Oh.
have them. Kyrie and I
Yep.
don't know you have them.
So you cast detect magic, and that is you do pick up that there is. I think some of them have
I've got dog tags. Mine's right
dog
here on my
tags
chest.
or medallions, and some have like earrings.
Would I
let's see.
kind of like know what they are? Just kind of seeing.
Yeah, it has a very specific enchantment on it. Let's see.
She's gonna go, ah, I see.
You don't know the actual spell that's on it, but
Right,
you,
but I know what it could do. What it
you know
can
it's
do.
transmutation is what it is.
But
Gotcha.
after that, he'll turn and look at Adara and go, "This isn't because I don't trust you. It's there's the vampire or one that was bitten by one," and he looks at Raz. "And the new one here that we know nothing about."
I see. Well, it seems like we all have some things to talk about, and when we get a moment, I do have some information for you guys as well, regarding to our small escapade yesterday. But we'll see about the trusting part, I suppose.
But after he says that to her, he'll look at Exire without ever going back into the comms and go, "Apparently Galen has been following us for over a year, waiting for the moment to take me out." The next says nothing.
I mean, he was following us from even before you headed back and went off on your own.
He's been keeping tabs on the party ever since I joined the guild.
Why didn't he follow you when you were by yourself? Why did he come with us?
Where'd you find him?
On the road north, I believe, of where you headed back south and we headed up north, didn't we? Was he on his way down?
But if he was waiting to ambush me and I wasn't with you.
I suppose that's true.
Kind of mid-sentence, the door opens on the tavern. You guys see a purple tiefling walk in with like reddish hair and like a long brown coat. It's Ansel from the airship that you guys rode in on.
I
Carrying
definitely
his
thought
cane as
perfect is
usual.
not.
And he kind of closes the door and looks over, kind of waves at you guys, and walks over to the bar and gets himself a drink.
At this point, Idara's gonna kind of back away from the table a little bit and walk towards Kyrie, who's leaning up against the wall. And as she's walking over, in Kyrie's head, she's gonna hear Idara's voice. It appears that they all have earpieces that we're not part of. I know you can't respond, but who knows if they trust us or not. I know we both are kind of new. And she's just gonna go stand by her, and then she'll actually talk with her off to the side, just whispering.
I lean forward to Exire and whisper and go, Exire, if we need to know about beta snakes, I know somebody that I can
I have to
ask.
interrupt the game just a second. I have to go kill a humongous spider. So
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
be right back.
It's okay.
Just burn
Been
down
there.
the
Up
house.
in there.
Yeah.
Burn it down.
Dragging me on
burn down the
here,
house.
baby.
I was gonna say we could just keep role playing, right, while the DM's come.
This
That is
session brought
true.
to you by
True.
Diz's Extermination Services.
Hold on, I will enable my co-DM powers.
Oh shit! I have M&M's in my purse. I'll be back.
You
Guardian
have what?
powers activate.
M&M's.
I want M&Ms.
Are they peanut butter M&Ms?
Have you had the brownie batter M&Ms?
Oh, they're so good.
No, peanut butter M&Ms are the best.
I agree with Clay in this. We will not be taking arguments on this. Peanut butter M&Ms are the best.
But brownie batter.
Still not as good as peanut butter M&Ms. Sorry, I'm an M&M purist.
Peanut M&M.
If you're an M&M
Peanut
pur-
butter M&M's.
If you're an
a
M&M
purist.
purist, you're not even going with either of the first two M&Ms made.
It's
Yeah, it's the
Also,
third
the
M&M,
disrespect that y'all are putting on
Peanut
Peanut
crispy
butter
M&Ms.
M&Ms are
Yo, crispy
God-tier
M&Ms though.
M&Ms.
Crispy M&Ms.
Crispy M&Ms
slap.
though?
Crispy M&Ms are good, but
Crispy
it's
M&Ms
all
be
about the brownie
bussin',
batter
bussin'.
M&Ms.
Brownie batter's not bad.
Crispy.
It is
Crispy.
It is
top
better
tier.
than I expected.
They're all
No.
good.
You know what this
I
chocolate
mean,
Peanut
needs?
butter.
More chocolate? No, nobody said that ever.
You know what this chocolate
Bro,
needs? A nice
everybody
crisp
says
layer.
that.
Nice
It
crispy.
is.
Chocolate
It is.
cake,
I
crispy.
can't.
brownie batter chocolate ice cream. Everybody says that chocolate needs more chocolate.
I can't
For
eat
fuck's
as
sake, you
many
get
of the
chocolate and then
brownie
put Hershey
batter
syrup on
ones as I
top of
can in
it
one
when you get an
sitting.
ice cream.
I don't do
God, I
that.
can't get.
I don't do chocolate ice cream.
We don't do a
Give me a
Hershey
good
syrup in this
strawberry
household.
cheesecake ice cream, and I'm good. I'm set.
The
but,
whole,
like-
the whole
Okay,
conversation
bougie
at
over here with the
pub
strawberry
table has
cheesecake
turned into
ice.
chocolate and ice cream.
Listen,
I thought that
the
was
card reader when I got my haircut was down, and I didn't have cash, so I had to go get cash. So I did M&Ms and did cash back.
So wait.
I thought you were gonna say you paid for M&Ms.
I apologize ahead of time, Clint.
So wait, I gotta back up to Mal's comment. Is that a Swedish chocolate thing or?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What
I
did you-
understood.
You talking
there.
about the IKEA chocolates?
Marabou chocolate? Yeah, dude. It's the way to go.
Goodness gracious.
I have a brother that lives about an hour from Hershey in Pennsylvania, and he'll fight you.
Oh, I've
on
been
that.
there. I
I
wanted one of those
apologize,
giant
Josh.
chocolate bars.
I apologize. Y'all mentioned M&Ms.
Derailed. Caramel M&Ms. Ooh,
Those caramel M&Ms are dangerously good.
they are.
Yes,
I've had
yes.
them.
Caramel is a
They could be
byproduct of
better.
Satan.
But they aren't bad.
Satan, you mean?
Well, I don't necessarily
Acminos?
disagree with that
No,
statement, Clint.
it can, and Acminos does not like caramel or caramel.
Oh
whichever
God,
way you
what
want
did you
it.
do?
Caramel.
Nah, I just have an addiction
Caramel.
to peanut butter M&Ms. It's fine.
So peanut butter M&Ms are the way to go. They're the best.
Yes.
Thank you.
They
This
are
is
god
why I like
tier.
Clint.
I would
Yes,
say they're
you-
definitely top
thank you.
three.
No, they are top one.
The whole
They're
chat
top
at this
three.
point
I
is
think- I think-
having peanut
I think
butter.
peanut first,
No,
Pe-
second,
peanut
and then
M&Ms
peanut butter
is
third.
butter first.
Peanut M&Ms are the bottom of. They're below like
No,
the,
absolutely
the
not.
crispy M&M.
No.
The yellow
abomination.
M&M is
we-
iconic.
Can we all
Absolutely
agree
not.
that mini M&Ms are a different category than the regular ones?
They are
Yes,
way
they're
different.
not the same.
Yeah, they're
not
They
the
are
same.
Even taste the same.
entirely different
They're,
categories.
they're not the same. No, they're different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm sorry, Harley, but caramel M&Ms can get the out.
I eat regular M&Ms. You eat mini M&Ms. We're not the same.
I don't hate the caramel ones, but peanut butter is good.
I don't like
The
caramel.
mini ones just hit different.
What? Okay, we need to unpack this, Clandus. What has caramel ever done to you?
Fruit
It
flavored
hurt
M&Ms
me.
are just Skittles. I like that.
So you know, sometimes when you're feeling extra romantic,
It hurt me. I one time
you get a
had
little
to
bit
go
of
to
a
the
chocolate
police
drizzle.
station and show on a teddy bear where the caramel touched me.
Oh, never
I'm
mind.
afraid to know where the caramel touched you.
Ooh, okay.
No, we need to get a gummy bear and do it with that.
Now, gummy bears are okay as long as it's sour gummies. I like sour gummies, and it's sour gummy worms.
Are you hating on
Swedish
regular gummy
fish.
bears? Swedish fish are good.
What are the
No, hey.
feelings about Swedish fish?
I like them.
They'll do in a pinch.
That rhymed.
How about Charleston chews?
Plan, you're the guy that walks in. Sally walks in and is like, "How'd you like your dinner?" And you're, it'll make a turd.
No, that's not true. Also, I'm the one that cooks.
My dad's favorite saying when he looks at dinner is, "Did I eat it or should I eat it?"
I mean, that's a fair question.
I once told my ex-wife, to be completely fair, that the smoke alarm was not the timer for the oven. And I said it.
Wow.
I said it unironically and immediately realized the error in what I had just said, but there was no way to put that genie back in the bottle. at that
No,
point.
Nope.
It's
It
like
was
Pandora's
out
box. Once it
already.
open, you can't put it back in.
Yeah. Had a bad day at work, and you come home and you have a couple of Jamesons and you say things, and immediately you're like, Jesus, why did I say that?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was not smart.
That was that one comment hung in the air for like a week and a half, 2 weeks ish.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have made an error.
Yes.
Immediately, somewhere, someone watching you from up above was like, "Whoa, that's a bold move, Cotton. It could come back and hurt him in later rounds."
Like jumping into a bear pit
Yeah.
in the middle of the San Diego Zoo. You just immediately regretted that decision.
How was the spider, Diz?
Spider's dead.
All right.
Was it?
How
that
big
big
was the
or was
spider?
It was it.
I mean, with its legs, it was probably about that big.
Oh, it was a big spider.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
But
it
how
was,
big was the
it
body?
I mean, the body
You
was
said with the
probably
legs,
like
it was
that
like
big.
that.
You
It
know,
wasn't even like
you know how the
dangerous.
spiders are,
It was
they
like a
spread
daddy
out.
long
Still
leg.
counts.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
not
mean
like-
it was scary
Not
looking
like an
spider.
Australia spider where they're like
No,
that big.
No, Australian spiders pick up your car.
Yeah.
I worked
It's,
with
you're just
throw it
driving
at you.
along and all of a sudden your car gets picked up and you're like, crikey, it's a spider and it picked up my Subaru while I was drinking this Foster's.
Oh no!
spiders are one of the reasons
We are
I was
sorry
born
to
in
the-
after you put the
Australia.
shit to the body.
We
It's
are sorry
okay.
to
It's
all
okay.
of our Australian
Australians
fans.
are not watching this.
Sorry, guys.
Germans, however, guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Anyways,
Anyways, we're
We
back.
return
so-
to our heroes.
We had a,
Okay.
While you were gone, Mike, we had a lively discussion about how crappy peanut M&Ms are, just to catch you
Whoa,
up.
whoa. There were like 2 people that said they were crappy.
I leave that stuff in, by the way, and like I go back and like watch it later because it's just like I have no idea. In fact,
I
the
had to
last
fill
time it was-
Diz in
I
on the
blame
picture
myself.
that everybody got.
Debate.
Oh,
So it might have been like a
oh.
risque conversation
Yeah,
the last time I
that-
walked
that-
away. I don't know what.
Don't open the picture that Buck sent you, Diz.
Don't do it.
Okay.
That's true.
Oh
Don't
God,
do
it's
it.
there.
Yes. Yep. And it will forever be in your mind now.
I responded to this.
Okay.
That was the best comment ever. Oh God, it's there.
Oh, I see it now.
That's all you can say about it. It's
Like,
there.
Natural one.
I
Natural
see it
one.
now.
So against it. Yeah.
Yep, love that. How I'm taking all of it.
That's what I was saying. Well, there you go.
Did Catra just
Did-
make an appearance?
Did Lady just get
momentarily?
payback on Raz?
I think she did.
Not even Catra, just Lady.
Oh yeah.
All right, we were
Catra
like
is
mid sentence
cackling
on
in the
something. I
distance.
can't remember where we were at.
I was
exactly.
leaning forward and talking to Exire.
Okay, please continue.
With lust in his eyes.
I don't. Your eyes are very pretty today, Exire. I don't know why we need information on beta snakes, but I have a friend that I can ask. He's pretty smart. He knows a lot of things about a lot of things.
Hold on, I'm gonna be writing Yarman fan fiction and shit.
You're muted, Mel.
Also, I don't know if you've ever looked deep into my eyes before. Maybe this is the first time, but
They're different colors. It's crazy.
at a glance, Xire's eyes look like they're just black. But when you're this close, you can see that they're actually like a deep blood red.
It almost looks like they're liquid, like swirling in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. But yeah, I could ask my friend about beta snakes. I don't know why we need to know about them.
Beta class. Beta class. The snakes was like a code name. Kind of like how you have different code names for people in our party.
I don't have code names. I just call them what they are.
Well, it'd be like if you called someone what they weren't. That's like a code name. So people don't know you're talking about them. Like if you want to talk about someone in front of them, you use a code name. You use a different name to talk about them. So that's what the snake in the grass is, the code name for beta class.
Gotcha. Well, I could ask him about beta class, but I feel like that might not be as easy information about than like beta snakes.
Who's your friend?
I have a friend.
Their name is.
I'm going to look around and I'm going to try to sneakily tell Malnox what my friend's name is.
Okay. Is anybody trying to listen to this?
Anybody trying to listen to Yarman talk?
I mean,
Well,
I'm
anybody
assuming
who's
Kyrie
trying-
and I are watching.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah,
Please
But
roll a
we're at the
perception
table
check.
and I'm whispering.
Considering
walked
he made a
away.
comment about beta snakes and JD told him to shut up if he didn't know how to do it, if he heard beta snakes again, he'd have been listening to that.
Well, I've been whispering the whole time.
Yeah, but
I
you're still
said
at
I
the
leaned
table
forward.
and I'm in
Yeah.
between the tables.
and you're still Yarman.
Yarman knows how to whisper. Wisdom, not intelligence.
Let's just
Right.
roll
So
for
this
whispering.
isn't whether Yarman can whisper or not. This is
Yeah.
can you hear the whisper or not? So if you
Yeah.
if you're trying to hear what he's saying, he leans in to whisper. The roll is going to be like the DC is going to be really high. So you
am
can
I
roll
not rolling like
perception
a
if you want to. You're not rolling against it. Like
Yeah,
Alright.
fighting
18.
they're
it.
just 18. Yeah. So no. Nobody else. XR, you don't have to roll to hear it because he's whispering in your ear.
I messaged you the name that way. No, none of the players know either.
There you go.
Can Kyrie and I see him whispering?
Do you cover your mouth or what do you do?
I'm not covering my mouth. I'm just really like I'm leaned forward, like looking at him talking, really softly, trying to be quiet about
so
it.
you can see his mouth, yes.
So as he's whispering, I want to talk to him through my telepathy and say, Yarman, you got some secrets over there?
Holy shit!
And she's just gonna kind of laugh a little bit and she's gonna wave.
That was weird. I had a girl's voice in my head. I've never had a girl's voice in my head. It was always guys. They all sounded like you guys, but it was always guys.
Guys, I'm no guy.
You
Still
may
talking
need to
in his head,
explore
by the way.
something there, Yarman.
Yeah, I mean, Yarman, you can ask your friend, I guess. Might, I mean, if you think they know something,
I
and
don't know.
more information is good.
Under the table, I kind of squeeze on my hand, Diz.
Okay.
Friend, buddy, we're looking into something. I don't know if you know it. I thought it was beta snakes, but it's not beta snakes. It's beta class. There are a bunch of snakes in the grass. I don't know why everybody rhymes when they say shit to me. Like it. But do you know anything about beta class?
Do you want me to message it that or?
Yeah, you can message it or say it out loud. Either way.
Okay. Either way. Okay.
Either way, I'm all right.
Well, without doing the voice or anything, it is you get back an answer that does not know what that exactly is.
That's cool. Would you have known about beta snakes though? Because I feel like you know a lot of stuff, and I thought it was beta snakes. Do you know about snakes?
You get a response back that says something along the lines, "Did you mean Beta Max?"
I don't know. What is that?
I don't
Then you
care.
hear-
I know.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind, never mind.
It was always better than VHS too. What the hell?
At least 3 of us on the call probably owned the Betamax player at one point.
He doesn't know anything, Exile. He asked
Probably
if I
should
knew
ask the
about
mayor.
Beta Max though.
I don't know what that is.
I-
Maybe it's like the next level up, like the leader of beta class. Maybe it's the beta max.
Like he's the max. Yep, that's probably it. But then
Yeah.
wouldn't that mean that he knew something about beta class?
Maybe. Maybe he's only heard of beta max. You know, is your friend powerful? Maybe he only deals with, you know, the powerful stuff.
He seems real powerful.
Okay.
He also seems like he knows a lot.
Is he a powerful ranger?
He's really nice too.
I mean,
He's a nice guy. You're gonna meet him one day.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I look
Yeah.
forward to that. I like nice people.
Is this like when Charlie was carrying the rabbit skull around, or is this something completely different?
I give it
kind
6
of-
months, and Yarman is going to be wearing Exire's skin.
You're kind of getting that same vibe from Yarman at this point, yes. But there's no rabbits,
No rabbit skull. But
no rabbit skull. But yeah, the same type of scenario. Like,
But I pick up my hand, and this time I really do kind of try to hold it close to my body to kind of shield others from seeing it. And I look at Exile and go, "Oh, there were quite a bit happened when I left." And I open my hand to show him my palm,
Okay. This
and
would be kind of under the table.
Yeah, just kind of like real. Would be over the table. I don't want to like have it at my crotch and have Exire trying to like look at my.
You sure you don't want that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, if you look at my fan fiction, I'm pretty sure.
But there's like a symbol. I don't know if it's like a carving or like a tattoo almost.
Looks like an OnlyFans.
Diz didn't really describe, but there's a symbol in my palm now, like burned into it.
When the heck did you get that?
You remember when I was gone?
No.
Yeah, like I was there, and then y'all said I was gone, and I was only gone for a little bit, but I was gone for a long time.
Oh yeah, it was like you disappeared for like 10 seconds or something.
No, it was a long time. But
How
I met a
long?
friend, and it was like, it wasn't a day, but it was longer than a few minutes.
Like a few hours?
Like, I don't, like an hour maybe?
Okay.
It was a while. But I met a friend, and he needs help.
A friend
Yeah.
is trapped. Is inside the chest.
I don't know if it was in he ever, you know, the vial that was keeping the thing inside the glass. There were things like that there.
Were you in one of those?
No, I wasn't.
What other things were?
No, they were like broken.
The things were broken?
Yeah, like maybe it had stuff in it at one point, but it doesn't anymore.
And you had you met someone there that broke out?
I don't know that he broke out, but he needs help.
Okay. Well, if you trust him, I trust him.
Yeah, he's
Maybe.
real nice. He's a nice guy.
Okay.
I trust him implicitly.
That concerns me. Let's go talk to the mayor.
Well, Raz says, looks like all the fucking bacon's gone, so is this doing?
He says that. I look down and then I look back up at him, Raz. I thought I told you not to take my bacon.
I don't fucking have it. He starts pulling his pockets out. I've been fucking robbed of bacon here. I don't know what to say.
You were the one robbing the bacon. I caught you. You were taking it.
Where is it?
I slapped your hand away. You ate it, probably.
Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did.
How many drinks have you had this morning?
I mean, less than normal.
That's
When he
probably
says
true.
that, I hand him the jug of beer.
The jug of beer.
All right, you drunks. Come on now, we've got things to do, yes?
I haven't had any drinks this morning.
I'm not talking.
I hand Yarman the jug of beer.
And then I turn it up.
It's got 4 gallons in it, so.
Oh,
I turn it up and then get sick a little bit and then like hand it back to him.
Goes for a while.
There was more than I thought there was in there.
I look at Sir Eldic and I say, "Are you really sure you don't want a drink?"
It was good. Not just a lot.
I will give it a shot.
And I hand him the jug, and it's just beer.
I was waiting for you to be like, blood, as you went to hand it to it.
Me too.
I can't change it more than once a day, or else I would have.
Oh.
And I take it, and before I take a drink, I in real life look and go, "You've never watched Supernatural?" And then, as Eldrick does, he will chug some of the beer from the jug, and then he will wipe off his mouth and hand it back to Exire and go, "It's pretty good. Thank you for sharing, Exire."
It's also free, and we can have 4 gallons. We have a lot of it. I don't know how much. We have a lot. It just doesn't seem to end.
4 gallons. If that's not enough to cover Raz and JD, though.
He says
Out
that
of
he sees
character,
JD pull a flask out.
We have to have a supernatural viewing in Discord one night.
One night. How much time you got?
16 seasons worth.
I was gonna say there's like 35 seasons of it. I mean,
There's 15 seasons.
It's like a soap opera. It just keeps
35,
going
good
and going
lord.
and going.
I wish there were 35.
But anyway,
JD's gonna walk over to Raz.
He looks down to you.
How's the neck?
Pulls his collar down there, and you can see like scars, like 2 little scars on his neck.
Do I see this?
It's fine. Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't,
He's not hiding it.
You don't look like the others I've seen that were bit.
Who have you seen that's been bit?
A lot of things happen in an Icewind Dale.
Shit.
Can I take a look at his neck? So yeah, I've seen a lot of people that have been bit. Mind if I take a look?
Okay.
Looking at it, do I?
looks just like, you know,
Uh,
2 like scars. You know,
Does it look like a vampire bite?
does, yeah.
Do I notice anything like around it? Anything that, like, from my experience, would tell me if, I don't know, he'd been infected or anything like that?
Not that you pick up on. It looks like it's healed really quickly and it's scarred, but the skin around it looks fine. There's nothing there that immediately on the surface leads you to believe that there's anything deeper.
Hey, Raz,
Yeah.
question. Might be a little unorthodox. Can I have a drop of your blood?
It looks around at everybody. Goes, like everybody heard this.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide it.
Like he's looking around at everybody's faces to see if like you guys are shocked. What's the look on your guys' faces?
Concern.
I push my eyebrow up.
mild interest.
I guess I can only go with
JD grips his gun one more time and eyes Exar.
Is this
Look
like
up my
an
hand.
initiation type ceremony or something?
Yeah,
They
something
didn't
like
make
that.
us do it.
It's not for me. Just might, help us. It might help me get a little information about just making sure you're okay after that bite there.
Persuasion check.
Okay.
While he's doing that, when Kyrie says he didn't make us do it, I look over and go, "Oh no! There's like 100 gold charge to be part of the group. Exile will explain it later, but 100 gold."
It's a natural 20 for a 21.
Oh, I've done worse things. He takes his knife out and pokes his finger.
I take my sword out and I say, "You mind dripping it on that for me?"
He goes,
It's like a diabetes
drips.
test strip.
It's a sword,
But it's a sword.
and it just soaks right into the sword.
Do we get anything?
As a diabetic, I resemble this remark.
Is there any hint of anything from the sword?
No. No reaction.
I'll go, "Oh my God."
What?
I'll sheath the sword and go, "You're fine."
Oh, fuck. You scared me. I
Punch-
need another drink.
Punch him on the shoulder.
When he says that, JD hands him his flask.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking wonderful. What the fuck is this?
I make it myself.
Oh,
My
shit.
family recipe.
I have to. How do I get more of this?
All I have to do is have enough time to craft it.
Right. So I need to sign over my firstborn. Then you can provide me with a cask of this or something.
Well, that all depends on how the trip to the mayor goes.
All right. We'll see then. Does that mean you're ready to go, or you have things to take care of, or?
I'm ready to go. Then he turns around and looks at everybody else.
Ready when you are.
I'm bored.
Probably about this time, Yarman locks eyes with Adara and goes, I think it was her.
And in Yarman's mind, he's gonna hear, who, me?
Son of a bitch. Okay, it's definitely her.
At that point, Sir Eldrick goes up to Exai and goes, I know we haven't seen exactly eye to eye on everything, but perhaps you should not give Yarman so much of your beer.
I belch.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Just looking out for everyone.
I take a big swig and then I hand it to him and I say, help me finish this so he can't have any more.
Okay.
Kyrie's gonna wander over to be like,
I handed
could help
Kyrie.
too.
Yeah. Hand it over to
Damn
Kyrie.
dog.
We'll just pass it around.
We'll all
until
just
it's
get
gone.
wasted so that Yarman doesn't have to.
What's
JD's
up,
just sitting
Mario?
there shaking his head, going, "Why are y'all drinking that swill piss?"
Excuse me, you haven't tasted it.
He said
I-
it needed gone.
I guarantee you, what I have right here is 5 times better than what's in that jug.
I
try.
don't doubt that, but
Me neither.
also beer in the morning sits better than whiskey.
You haven't tried this, you don't know.
Yarman's still holding his hand out after saying, I'll try.
I don't know if you can handle this or not, Yarman.
Is Yarman's hand just out
We
like
can
this?
talk later.
No, he's holding a flask.
Oh.
Yarman's.
As they're all
JD will
messing
grab a
with this,
glass and pour it in, and then push it to Yarman.
Yarman picks it up and chugs it. Sets it back on the. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, that's better than the shit that's in Exiler's thing.
Not doubting it. This is
Not
just,
that not that yours was bad.
infinite.
Breakfast beer is different than other beverages.
Yeah, this is.
That
Wait,
was
is there-
really good though.
Is there orange juice here or some sort of fruit juice? Can I make beer mosas?
Oh God, that sounds awful. No,
You never had a beer mosa?
I don't drink beer.
Oh my gosh,
I
PBR and
don't
orange
enjoy
juice.
beer. Oh God.
You're gonna get the cheapest beer too. God.
What else?
Kiara is
you gonna
giving
mix?
me
No,
punk show
there's-
flashbacks.
Are you gonna
and
mix?
Billy
Are you
Big-
gonna mix
Oh,
a good
God.
beer
You'll
with
reserve
orange
an
juice?
orange juice.
That's what they serve at basically every
Actually-
brunch spot here in Chicago. You get a beer mosa.
Welcome to
PBR
Not
and orange
Actually
juice.
Heroes, brought to you
Terrible.
today by Natural Light.
I usually just go get a blood and honey from Revolver because
Remember, Not Actually Heroes. When you want to die, choose Natural Light.
as they're all arguing
Moving
about beer
on.
and liquor,
Unpleasant memories.
my mage hand, before it disappears, you just catch
In
it
2
at the
weeks,
table wiping its hand
Goldschlager.
on some like cloth
my God.
napkins, and then it
No, thank
disappears.
you.
Okay. Wiping the grease off its hands. All right. So, did you guys? I missed the
So-
part. Did you say you were going to with Raz, or there's things that you need
Yes.
to take care of?
No, I think we're going.
Okay.
As all that's going on, I'm gonna pull Sir Eldrick to the side and just be like, "So, whatever led me here, I do thank you for your generosity, and until I can figure, I guess, my way back home, can't I just tag along?
I mean, I am fine with it, but now we are going on a dangerous mission. Are you able to defend yourself if needed? I don't want to bring you to a dangerous situation, is what I'm trying to say.
I've been known to take care of business.
All right, then. I mean, I am fine with it. I turn around. Everyone, Stanasi would like to join our group if everyone's okay with it.
That's another 100 gold for Exile's initiation cost.
I turned to
Harmon,
Sanasi
you're
and
full
say,
of shit, and we all know it.
"Can I have a drop of your blood?"
No, it's true. Exiler, it's 100 gold to join the group, but you covered me because I didn't have 100 gold.
Yeah, I go ahead and politely decline both the blood offer and the 100 gold.
And now I think you have something to hide.
That's okay.
Why?
Okay.
So Eldrick, you're bringing your lady with you on an
She
adventure?
is not my lady. She just appeared in my room. It could
No,
have, she could have
exactly.
appeared
She
in
is
your
her
room.
own
that
woman.
story
Sir
I've
Eldrick
told
does
ran
not
through
own
your
her.
forest,
Sometimes they
apparently.
end up being
Renting.
helpful.
All right. I mean, I have no qualms. Sure.
At that time,
As long as
they
you
brought
grabbed
us
my
along.
I grabbed my holy symbol and be like, and we're once again.
As
be
as
with
they're
me.
talking about the milady, you just kind of see little shocks flickering at my fingertips. It's like little lightning bolts.
Sir Eldrick had a good time last night.
There's electricity between them.
Ah,
Yeah.
I did run into a fellow one time that told me that he can make a person happy for 3 days.
Excellent. I think we're ready. Raz.
This is already gone.
He's at the door. He's just patting his foot on the floor, like.
Yeah. Kyrie's just gonna. Shall we?
JD was following out the door as soon as he stood up to go.
As you're walking over, he looks over at Ansel at the bar, says, "See ya, Ansel, you're a fucking weirdo," and walks out the door. Ansel's like,
Okay.
so you guys are heading out with Raz to see the mayor. That is the goal, right? Okay, do you guys want to take a quick break? Go to the bathroom, kill any spiders that you need to kill, anything like that?
Yeah.
all that.
I feel like it's been so long since I've punched something.
Right?
Yep.
Fingers are itchy.
I was
All
Rican's
these
leaving.
fun new things I want to try.
When Rican comes back, can he I just realized, can he describe his character and tell us what he
yeah.
is? Because none of us have any idea other than, it's a lady.
It's
I
a
mean-
lady. I can actually.
Boy,
describe
she's
her.
a lady.
I was gonna say the only two that don't know what Stanasi is Lady and Ellen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where is she? Too many things.
Sunday night D&D.
Mel.
Stanasi.
No.
Okay,
she
Stanasi.
is-
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, maybe I should wait till everybody gets back. Hold on.
All right. I'm still listening. Actually, you can probably still hear me.
What's up, Sly?
I just messaged you about the
Okay.
message that I sent you earlier.
I can imagine. I can imagine, but now I like it. That explains some facial expressions from last session. I also love your last name right now.
Jarvin punch a lot.
I'll let
Yes.
Regan describe it because he has. There's two different pictures for Stanasi, so I'm not really sure.
Punch it up.
What you doing, Saint?
Nothing.
You know you're not supposed to be under the desk. Come here.
That's who.
I like that candle, Josh. I didn't get to respond to it earlier. But...
Come
Yeah,
here.
that was pretty neat.
Under the desk.
they put on a little
Is Harley home, Buck?
little comic show at
Yeah,
one of
she's
our
watching.
campuses today, and just trying to get people to come out to that part of town. And they actually had about 500 people show up. They were
Wow.
they were expecting nobody because they didn't market it hardly at all. And yeah, it had, you know, a lot of people showed, so they were pretty happy. But yeah, one of the people that was selling candles like that, I only gave them this much shit because they don't have Ranger candles yet.
Yeah.
I was like, of course you don't have Ranger candles. And then I did the D&D dad thing, and I was like, I've been playing Ranger since before both of you were born.
I was gonna say, I want to know why Ranger.
I don't know. They didn't give me any kind of a reason as to what order they pick things in. They still got to do fighter, paladin, artificer, and ranger. And artificer and ranger were the last two. So.
Boo.
But yeah, it's pretty neat. I don't have the heart to actually learn it because it costs $30 and I'm cheap. But yeah, it does smell exactly like Fruit Loops.
That's awesome.
I mean,
Tara,
exactly.
I ran out of candles.
Like Fruit Loops.
I ran out of candles.
I've got so many. I was stockpiled.
Yeah.
You need to go back to the candle store.
I know I do, but the candle store takes all my money when I go.
Just
That
don't
makes
stop
me-
at the soup store next door.
That makes me want to go to the store and buy Fruit Loops.
Yeah. I somehow managed to clear out my candle stash this winter.
I mean, you're home all the time now, so it's like you probably burn
That
them more.
plus my shitty neighbors have started, you know, not following this don't smoke in the building rule.
Joy.
But you're gone
It's
soon.
great. Oh, I'm
Like
so
this week,
ready.
right?
Yes. This is the last session with me in this apartment. Next week, coming to you from a new location. I'm quite excited.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I actually am going to have a more usable office space than what I have here, which is great.
My move will have a less usable office space.
That sucks.
But I'll be at the beach, so I won't really care.
Yeah.
Also, I'll have the standing desk there, so
I hang out in a 4 by 3 foot square.
your bed.
No, like where my camera and
where
everything is.
Yeah, where you're set up. Yeah.
No, I have a California king size bed.
It's like that's a
That's a
small
lot.
bed for you and Harley.
It's not
4
what
by 3 foot square.
Not
Yeah, square
so-
nonetheless. Don't fit on it either way. Your feet are hanging off one side, your head's hanging off the other. Gotta lay down.
I mean, considering I'm right at 6 foot, that would be pretty shitty, no matter which way I laid on it.
Nah, my office here, a couple years back, my mom actually found a dining set with a full-size table and 6 chairs that somebody gave her for free on Facebook Marketplace, and I refinished it. But the table doesn't fit in the actual like main room dining area, so right now it has my Xbox and this computer on it. So new apartment, it's actually going to fit out in the main room, so I have a real desk and actually am going to have space to do things in the office. It's going to be great.
I'm doing the Tyson. I went and got 2 of the like industrial size shelving units, and I'm gonna put one on one wall, one on the other wall, and then run plywood with some brackets underneath it to stabilize it to make like a standing desk through it.
Instead of
and then I'll have all
plywood,
that shelving unit to store stuff.
if you wanted to, depending on if you care about the aesthetics or not, I know the big popular thing is to use the IKEA countertops.
Mm-hmm.
They have like the wood countertops because a lot of people for like minimalist setups, they get instead of like the actual desk, to buy like the 6 foot IKEA countertop, and they have like the, you know, whatever, one side's the actual legs and one side's like the drawers. So if you did like the shelving units and you took that like nice countertop, because it's nice like solid countertop, and run that through the middle, and then they have like they sell like a couple bucks one of the, you know, just a pole support that you put in the middle of it that runs
What
down
are
to the
you doing,
ground.
Russ?
He's dancing.
Just because I know that all lumber is expensive right now.
Is Russ still
But if you
singing to
do-
himself? Time to do some sketchy shit.
Yeah, like
Or
100 and
don't be suspicious.
$120 for one of their butcher
Yeah,
block style.
I won't get
countertops.
close to that with one strip of plywood and
You can do
two-
one strip of plywood to hold all your stuff, though.
Yeah.
He said he was gonna support it with
Do you-
like brackets.
Do you know
and
what
shit.
a sheet of plywood? Like
I do know a sheet of plywood. Yes.
Desk isn't gonna be
What
that
is
wide.
it?
It's gonna get cut down to like a 6 foot by 3 foot, and then two 2x4s to run the brace. I mean, we're looking at like $60 in wood. I already have all the screws and everything out in the shop.
Just like 1/2 inch plywood.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm gonna stain it. Obviously, like I'll make it look nicer than just I'll paint it or stain it. Yeah. But also the reason I need the 2x4s are gonna help brace the plywood to keep it from bowing in the center, and 2, it's gonna give me the lift to make it where it's actually like comfortable to be a stand-up desk and use keyboard and mouse on. Whereas if I just used the countertop, it would sit right at that level for the shelving unit, and it needs to come up about 4 or 5 inches. Tyson, go for it.
I was gonna say I'm excited for this apartment because it has more windows.
Ooh.
Only my living room here has windows. None of the other rooms.
I could honestly care less about the apartment I'm moving into, and just it's gonna be a 5-minute walk to the beach. And if I want to go to a nice beach, it's just like a 10-minute drive with a ferry ride over to the island.
I like it.
What day? You're moving like beginning of May, right?
End of May.
End of May.
Which island is it, Sly?
Port A.
I went to South Padre for my senior trip.
Padre, it's like a 30-minute drive tops.
The one time I went out of the country was on that senior trip.
Where'd you go out of the country?
Brownsville, into Matamoros.
Oh, I was like, Brownsville's still in the country. You would be confused by Brownsville, but it's still technically Texas.
I hear they have a good soup shop there.
Got great soup shops all over.
The soup is excellent. You get a lot, and you don't have to be charged a lot for it.
Not
Bro,
gonna ask.
you want to talk about really good cheap food though?
For $100, you can get 2 soups at the same time.
God damn it.
It's a soup shop.
That's way
Dan,
more expensive.
you're
than
probably
where
gonna be
Malice
sad.
went.
Astra's not smiling anymore.
I mean, it's been
more
3
than 3
days. I
days.
mean, what
It's
more
been
do
more
you
than
want?
3.
What more do you want me to do?
Well, if you did it again, then you get another 3 days out of it. So,
oh Lord,
I think
she
everybody
still
back-
has concerns.
Andrew draws out repeat business.
as she probably should still have concerns.
So, Regan,
Yes.
do you want to describe Stanasi to everybody?
Yeah.
I don't think we described
So-
her earlier.
Yeah, no, we didn't really describe her earlier. So Stanasi's like a, kind of tall. She's she has bright green eyes, sun-kissed pink skin, long purple hair that's like down to just above her butt there. Yeah. She's say a wild child, probably be the best way to put it. Very much protective of her people. very, very slow to trust. And you guys know her as Thanasi, but that may or may not be her real name.
Gotta love the clarification on that. Now we all know it's probably not.
Yeah, right.
May or may not be.
Mhm. Like when I call Kyrie human.
Human.
Or like when Russ calls Huck human.
His is a little more obvious though.
Obviously, very human. Jeez.
That's one way to put it.
Right.
Well, we
Huck
never
is
know
as
how long
human as you
Thanasi's
are,
are going to
Russ.
stay. So
What?
But Huck is as human as you are.
Yes. 100%.
Maybe even more so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Huck
Entirely.
is different. Like literally built.
My brain's over here like Warforged more human than Changeling?
No, Russ is not human.
Oh, okay.
I am not human.
That's okay.
He is also just a robot trying to fit in.
He doesn't actually have to roleplay Huck at all.
I'm just an
He's not roleplaying.
I
at all.
support.
Yeah. Aquarian was one half. Huck is like a third, and my next character, depending.
Oh,
is
you're
specially
druid.
known to be the other.
You need to bring in your drug-induced druid.
That's how I want to be.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
It's going way back.
I took a corncob pipe and I even drilled a hole in it and took a little like plastic leaf and like plugged it in there so it looked like the pipe was like still sprouting leaves. That was my prop.
People in chat are so confused right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm slightly confused, but I support this idea.
Maps here of Waterdeep.
I'm just killing time for Diz to find his maps.
Where did that put them? I think I sent it to the group, so I'm not looking there.
Diz has
He
27
did.
maps, whereas I have one.
No, Diz has one map. He has 27 zoomed in versions. Remember when you zoom out,
Oh,
Desolate Road.
Desolate Road.
They're all Desolate Road if you zoom out
Yeah,
far
they're in the
enough.
Saturday night D&D.
Yep.
Zoom out far enough. and
You
it's
sent them
Desolate
on
Road.
April 9th.
Okay, so the journey to where the mayor is not a short one by any means. As you kind of leave the south gate of Foxhole, you turn west and you travel northwest for probably about 4 hours worth of a hike through the different ruins. Raz is kind of stopping and looking at different directions at next to buildings and stuff as you're going through. And I just need somebody to roll me just a d20 just to see how lucky
let
you
there
guys
be.
Can I do
are
it? Can I
in
do it,
traveling
please?
through the city.
Can I do it, please?
This is just kind of a luck one.
Don't let him do it.
Whoever you
Let
wanted
it
to
rip.
roll.
I got it.
Oh,
rolled
it
a
was
two.
rolled in
Wow.
roll 20.
There
I
you
heard
go.
it hit.
2.
A 2.
Let's go, bandit.
Friendly
Never roll and
reminder.
roll 20.
I can't be surprised, and nobody within 30 feet of me that's a friend to me can be surprised.
Oh, this
I can
isn't a
still be
surprise.
surprised.
This is
Hey,
just if you run into them.
Reminder.
Yarman will still
Yeah.
be surprised.
No dragon from above flies in or anything. As you guys
Just
are
making
walking,
that clear.
you come up on what looks like 3 individuals that are just kind of standing in the path that you're going. They look kind of dirty. Their clothes look a little ragged looking. I'd say they're all 3 wearing bandanas over their nose and mouth.
Are they red bandanas?
They're not red bandanas, no.
He's the Cowboys.
They're
They are
not
not-
the Defias.
They're not the Defias.
Oh, I want the Defias mask though.
I was really hoping to kill Von Cleef here.
Yeah. Come on. I need that set. So
As we're,
good.
if we all see him, I just go, hi.
They don't wave. They're standing, you know, I'd say probably about 80, 90 feet away from you guys at this point. The one
they
of us says, you know this is our territory, right?
No.
Your
I said,
territory.
Who might you be?
All right. What we know? Hold on. Get
Gotta
around.
find his accent.
Oi!
Now I'm stuck in that. I'm stuck in Cockney. I'm stuck
Yeah,
in
once you go Cockney, you never go back.
can't go
That's the-
back.
That's the rule.
It is. It's
Once you
factual.
oi, there's nothing but oi.
You got this, Raz. You want to turn off the honest?
If it's
I yell
Cockney,
at
it's
them.
just
Can
'cause
I
Cockney.
have
This
a
is
drop
Raz.
of your blood?
This is just Raz. We know it's your territory. We're going to see the mayor. It's still Cockney. It's just it's not really Cockney, but
close enough.
it's I
I
can't bring
told
it
you.
back.
I
You
can't bring it back.
You can't. Once you put it in that gear, it's stuck.
You gotta have that one phrase you can say in Raz's voice that just like
Yeah.
recenters you in the accent.
Yep.
Hey,
it has-
Friday.
I used the
Friday.
earpiece.
It's not. That's not the right phrase.
I used
That's
the
not-
earpiece, but I also say it out loud softly around me because I still don't
Go
know how
with
to use the
bacon
ear.
is.
Nobody's taught me how to use the earpiece still, so I'm gonna. Please tell me we get to fight him. I haven't gotten to punch anything in so long. It feels like.
I'm gonna. No, that's fine.
As soon as he mentions the mayor, you just see him kind of they start kind of whispering to each other. And then you see them just kind of slink off like to the right. They don't even say anything back. They just kind of walk off to the right, looking back at you guys.
Damn it.
gonna stare him down as
Interesting.
they go.
I turn to Yarman and say, I mean, you could still punch them.
Sire,
I quit.
maybe pissing off the guy we're going to visit isn't the best choice, Exire.
At this very
Not the
moment,
mayor.
she's gonna like look at Exire really hard.
Raz, do they work for the mayor? Would he care?
For to work for the mayor. No. They just
It's
We
been so long
don't-
since I've gotten to punch something.
we don't cause trouble inside of his city. You know, if you know.
Dora's gonna look really hard at Exire, and all of a sudden, in Yarman's head, you're gonna hear, Yarman, this is your conscience. We don't need to punch them.
That's not true. My conscience sounds like a tiefling. You sound like a Dara.
That's a shitty conscience.
How would you know that?
Because when you come through their
Hey!
heads,
I said it in a
I
weird
knew
way.
we'd get him back with that.
Fair.
All right. Nobody's doing anything? No. Okay. So
Following
you guys move
Raz.
on. You guys move on. You travel for probably another, I'd say another hour. Rez says, let's stop here and take a break. Everyone get some rest, and we'll continue on. Plenty of daylight
Very
left. You
well.
left in the morning, so everybody can kind of chill out, talk, do whatever you need to do. Anybody doing anything?
Exire.
Yeah.
No offense to JD, but I think I need to be in my right mind when we meet the mayor. But do you have any more of your jug? I am a bit parched.
I hand it over to him.
Well,
Could be some left.
I take a drink. Anyone else? Little pick me up? I mean, it's not milk, so.
Milk was a bad choice.
No, thank you. I appreciate the offer.
Kyrie?
I'm fine for now.
I take another drink and hand it back to Exire.
I take a drink. I don't know how much. There's 4 gallons. It's probably close to
4 gallons. I mean,
4 gallons of beer. We got a lot of it.
Unless all of us were falling over drunk when we left, you probably got a
Yeah.
bit left.
Take another sip. Put it back.
I did chug it until it got to the point where I was like,
But it'll take a lot for me. I have a 19 Constitution.
I only have a 14.
I'm 1/4
Constitution.
dwarf.
I guess now that we're stopped, can I just take a look around and see what's around us? Is there anything that looks interesting around the area that we stopped, or any reason that Raz might stop here in particular?
Just roll a perception check.
I see literally nothing. My eyes are closed as I'm looking around. It's a natural 1.
Okay.
It's
one.
so dark out right now.
Kyrie's
Oh,
watching back towards the direction we came from.
I will pray to Anwar that Exire's sight's returned.
Oh, I can see again.
Kyrie, roll a perception check.
The 17?
17.
oh, let them be following us.
Nope. Nothing.
Okay.
No, nothing's there.
Nope.
Adara is going to walk up to JD. Are you like near Sir Eldrick? Are you around JD, or are you doing something?
I've been following Raz the whole time. Like literally right behind Raz since we left the tavern.
Okay. Is Sir Eldrick like near? Are you guys nearby? I'm just trying to see if everybody's like in the same spot. Are you guys wandering off? I'm assuming that you're still there, JD. Clan, you're still chilling.
Yeah, I'm here and I'm praying a little bit, but I'm still keeping my eyes out for anything.
Adara is gonna say, JD, Sir Eldrick, would you mind if I spoke to you for a moment in private?
But of course. And I put my holy symbol back down and walk over to him.
JD will just walk over. He won't say anything yet.
I hadn't got a chance to speak with you after the encounter with Exire. And she's going to say this as they're kind of like walking, just kind of like taking a stroll. Not far,
Yes.
but just walking around the area.
Okay.
When I went to reach him, I saw something interesting. I know you don't know me well, but I am gifted in seeing things that could happen in the future. They're always subject to change, but usually it's pretty tried and true. When I touched Exire, I was sent to this weird room, almost like I guess you could say a cave of sorts, and in the center was the sword he carries on his back. The sword spoke to me while I was there, and I'm not even sure if Exire knows this himself, as the sword seemed to say that Exire doesn't know. But
So the sword spoke to you?
yes. What Exire said was true when he spoke of somebody who had come and, stopped the, I can't remember what they were called, Exire. What were they called?
Eldrazi.
The Eldrazi that he spoke of. They destroy the worlds, as Exire said, and the thing that stopped them is actually what is inside Exire's sword. He said that he brought Exire here to help him vanquish what vampires we know and what we've seen, the ones that I believe you guys have encountered previously. He is here to vanquish them in order to gain their power so he can go back and continue to keep the Eldrazi under control so they don't continue ravaging other worlds. I think this may be how Exire got here.
That might explain what I saw in Icewind Dale.
I heard you speak of that. What did you see?
You see at Icewind Dale?
Vampire Lord changed storm giants into zombies or abominations of some sort. Bit regular people and converted them. They were in cage, feral. He had multiple races under his control. But when we vanquished him, he turned into smoke and disappeared. So I'm guessing we didn't necessarily vanquish him. I did find notes, however, from what I appeared to be in his chambers. There was a coffin there.
Interesting. So you've encountered some of them. They seem to be very strong.
This one was. We faced some in Baldur's Gate. Not like him. These were peons compared to what I fought in Icewind Dale.
This is very ominous. Vampires are not something to be trifled with. They're very powerful creatures, at least as I've read about in studies.
Well, I bring this to you mostly because I know my purpose. The reason why I'm here is because I was sent by my king, and I kept getting a vision that I couldn't stop seeing, of essentially the whole Elven city just falling to crumbles. The magic crystals that protect them breaking. I was told that I should help solve that issue, and in order to do so, I needed to join the people here. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do, but all I know is that I need to help everyone here. I know we have some qualms about Exire, and I will say I haven't necessarily run into a vampire myself, but he does have a purpose.
I did check both the sword and him for evil, and I detected no evil from among either of them. So I was a little more open to trust Exire. Also, like I said, Anwar teaches us to not judge a book by its cover. So, and the party voted for me not to kill him, so there is that as well. But yes, perhaps we should pay more attention.
My issue wasn't that he is or isn't a vampire. My issue is that he fucking lied to me multiple times, which is why I threatened to kill him if he ever did it again. Losing my trust is the worst thing that could happen.
Fairly
I could care less what you are. It's lying to me that's the problem.
So you believe that this sword has sway over Exire?
I don't know if it has sway over Exire, more so it's kind of guiding him in a way. I don't know if he actually knows there's anything in it. All he knows is that he was brought here by it.
I feel he may know there's an essence there. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
he may
you've
know it's
seen
there,
it.
but he might not know what it is or who it is.
I don't know if you've seen it, Sir Eldrick, while y'all been fighting, because I haven't been here with the group. But I've seen him cut himself with that sword and increase his power.
I have only seen him go into some kind of, lack of a better term, demon mode that I saw him go into with the
fangs and the red eyes.
Yes, that's what first led me to believe that there may be a problem. And I was also concerned that he held some kind of sway over Yarman as well. And if he held sway over Yarman, he could hold sway over the rest of the party.
I'm not sure what the devil's up with Yarman. I mean, I swear it's like he's joined at the hip, but I don't think that's Exire's doing.
Yeah, there may be something going on
Some
there.
people are more friendly than others. That is their way. But perhaps we should pay more attention to maybe where Exire tries to point the group, let's say.
I will let you know if I
Maybe.
hear anything farther, but I felt that this was relevant information as we go forward. You know, his purpose very well could be the end or the beginning of who knows what if he doesn't succeed, I guess.
True. Yes, thank you for bringing this to our attention.
The three of you that are off by yourself, Roll perception checks for me.
Yay!
Perception.
22.
15.
19.
My cat ears.
So, Adara, well, first, JD, you notice that you see someone kind of up on one of the buildings that is kind of still somewhat intact. It's about probably like a 2-story building, and you see someone looking over the top at you. Adara, you notice that as well, but only after you turn around and you see someone like down, like low at the end of like this alley that you guys have kind of walked over in, kind of being shadowed by, just kind of standing in the shadows. You see that, and you turn around to tell the other two, and you look up and you see somebody looking down on you.
Instantly, she's going to telepathically reach into JD's mind and go, "We're being watched. There are people here."
See the one on the roof.
And hope you say that out loud because she can't telepathically hear you back. So.
Oh, he says it very quietly.
Okay.
I see the one on the roof.
And she'll
At
say,
which point he'll enter his own comms and go, "Sir Eldrick,
Yes.
don't make any quick moves, but we've got an individual on the roof above us, slightly trying to interfere with our conversation."
and
We all hear that,
Interesting.
right? You said that's like a party line.
Did you say it over the comms?
she's
I'm
just
gonna-
gonna say, sorry. In her brain, she's also saying, "There's one low as well. I think there are multiple."
And then in a hushed voice, JD goes, "Let's just slowly make our way back towards the group."
I look at
As you
Exire
start-
and smile and just crack my knuckles.
As you start to turn and go away, you hear a voice from the end of the alley.
That's my sword.
I don't think you. Well, you know that they've said that, but you don't know.
They
I
only
guess
know
you
about
saw
the one on
maybe
the
where
roof,
they went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I didn't
from
say
the
which
end-
roof.
From the end
Yeah.
of the alley, you hear. You don't need to go anywhere.
There's Raz.
And no, that's not right. It steps
I
out into the
know.
street. It's you see a purple tiefling. Ansel's standing there.
I'll go, what is the meaning of this?
Like to eavesdrop, do you?
Gentlemen, we don't know why he's here. Hi, Ansel. How are you?
I'm kind of getting tired of following you around and trying to get the information I need. You just need to tell me what you know now. And then I
Know
won't
what?
leave you alone. I won't have to kill you.
Well, that depends on what it is you're looking for and what you're willing to pay for it.
If money is what you want, that can be taken care of. What I want to know is, and as that said, the figure off the roof, you just hear, and they land like 3-point landing in between you and Ansel, and it is Scarlet, who stands up and pulls out her sword.
Oh, what have we here?
When she pulls out of her sword, I pull out mine.
Yeah, so
As-
she's
as
standing in
JD
between you, facing Ansel.
As JD heard the run, he's already pulled his revolver.
So she's
need to
facing
leave
Ansel.
Yeah,
Just making
she's
sure.
facing Ansel.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then as he sees her land, he's like, all right then. Because he wasn't sure if the one on the roof was doing anything.
Yeah, and looks back at Ansel and says, "You need to leave now." These people are under my protection now. Tell your boss to leave them alone. Mental says, holds up his hands, says, there's no need for violence. We've already resorted to that at one time. It doesn't really work out. Still, another time then. And then he goes, he just disappears.
Adara's gonna go back into JD's brain and go, who the hell is that?
Scarlet
As-
immediately, she kind of gets down and starts looking around at like the rooftops and stuff. And she walks, she sheathes her sword and walks back over to you.
As she's walking to us, you see JD spin his revolver and stick it back in his holster.
I'll put my sword away as well.
Adara's just gonna watch her walk up and be like, the lady from the bar?
Yeah, that's good enough. The name's Scarlet.
Scarlet. Pleasure. We appreciate your
She
help, I
has her
suppose.
hood over her eyes again. Who are you people? Why would you attract such attention?
Well, I was trying to find out what information he wanted to know, and then I could tell you what kind of attention we may be attracting.
It's best if you don't speak when you're around that thing.
Why are we under your protection?
Because they're interested in you.
Who's they?
What do you actually know about what's going on here?
Very little.
Nothing really.
At this
Gee.
time, I don't know if the rest of you are rushing over to...
Yeah, would have started headed over
The
with
weapons
As
As
long
the
as somebody told me what was going on, because
Oh, okay.
Probably not.
You would have seen at least seen me stand up and go, "This will be fun, Exeter," and start
Okay,
walking that way.
then I'm gonna follow because
Yeah.
if Yarman's promising violence, I'm following.
Which organization are you with?
I'm with my own organization, I guess you would say. I work for myself. I do the odd job every now and then, but it's not why I'm here. I'm here because they're here.
Who
Has
are
little
they
to do with
contracted
you,
to?
unless... Who are they contracted to?
Yes.
He's just kind of looking around back and forth.
Perhaps
Make a persuasion check, JD, because you can tell that she's very, very guarded with what she says to you guys.
Which is what JD's doing too.
She doesn't know who you are or why you're here. So
Mayhaps you can tell us what you think that we know that they would be after.
That's
at
a
this point, she
13.
crosses her arms, kind of leans to one side a little bit. You can't really see her face, but you imagine it's just like confused.
Mhm.
What was your roll?
13.
13. I feel that you've wandered into some situation that is going to get you killed. What are
Might be
you
a lot of
actually doing?
situations. We are here to meet with the Mayor of Waterdeep so that we can get information that pertains to a mission that we're on with our guild.
And that would be?
Anya?
Undisclosed.
And
You
we
tell me
found
what
I
the-
feel like there's information that you can tell me that then I would feel better about telling you what information we have.
You
A
tell
little
me who they work
deal.
for. I'll
I
tell
will
you
let
one
you
piece
now
of
roll.
information.
I will let Clandis now roll a persuasion check. But it will probably be the last persuasion check in this conversation.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
persuasion check. Come on, baby. Ooh, that's a 23.
23.
Paladin.
I have low charisma, clan.
I do not.
Clan can't play low charisma characters.
No, it's how I cope with my life.
Oh no.
Right. Raz comes around the corner about this point too. And she says, "The thing is with Beta Team."
What thing? Oh, the tiefling.
You're saying that Ansel is part of Beta Team.
Yes.
Then I know why he
Well-
tracks us.
Probably not Ansel, but whatever that thing is. Ansel is most likely dead.
So that you're saying that the tiefling is not really the tiefling.
No, it's not a tiefling. No.
Mayhaps tell me
Something
what
else.
it really is. Oh, you don't know what it is.
I'm not sure. It is something. It takes many forms.
Is it a changeling?
Possibly. Could be.
Under his breath, you hear JD go, "Fucking changelings."
And then I turn around to JD and I go, JD, didn't your group have an encounter with a changeling at near
We had
a few
one.
months ago?
We had one
Close enough to hear this
in the
shit.
party.
You are.
We're all there.
Yeah.
You didn't hear JD say "fucking changeling." He said that under his breath.
Oh, if we get close, I'm gonna go, "Hi, Scarlet. What are you doing here?"
She doesn't respond.
Adara just wants
He's
to be like,
friendly.
why is it that you've taken it upon yourself? If you work for yourself, why have you taken it upon yourself to protect us?
It's a very good question.
Okay, I will let you now roll a persuasion check on that question. Since the
Bonus
last one
persuasion
succeeded.
check.
The last one succeeded, so she's
You're welcome.
Well, mine's a 14.
14. Let's just say I know someone that is kind of, how to put this, someone that would want me to stand in between you and them.
Interesting.
Mm.
Since she did say where they were from, JD will go, "We're here to seek information on a general that was missing from Baldur's Gate."
General Buckley?
Yes.
That is the one.
I'm not sure which of the two you're referring to.
A psychic.
The one that has gone missing. I know of this.
I recently dispatched a member, supposed member of Beta Team, and he gave me said information.
She kind of looks you up and down a little bit and says, I don't know if who you killed was actually Beta Team. They seem to be on a different level.
Well,
No offense.
he informed me that he was hired by General Buckley, or recruited by General Buckley to the organization.
People say lots of things.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
I
true,
don't-
maybe it's not. Kind of looks around again. I think you're safe. I don't think the other is with this one. They usually travel in pairs, at least. I would recommend if you see more than two to run away.
Sound decision.
He's been with us since we left Daggerford then.
Interesting.
Unless he killed Ansel after we landed in Foxhole.
I was tracking one of the other ones and led me into Foxhole. This one is a little harder to track. As you can tell, he changes, so it's hard to keep track of him or her, or depending on the day, I guess. Anyway, I will leave you now. I do believe I've scared him away. See if I can track him down.
Well, once again, thank you for your assistance.
I feel like we're gonna see each other again. She just kind of shakes her head. And then she kind of looks over and sees Kyrie and says, stops shaking her head and says, kind of leans her head to the side a little bit and shrugs her shoulders. Yeah, we'll probably see each other again. I'm gonna go. She just turns around and walks down the alley. Like there's no like smoke bomb that and she disappears or like dramatic.
So
Superman
she just
fly away.
saunters down
She
the
just
alley.
walks away. Yes.
Who's this?
Nice.
Intriguing person. Did y'all get anything from that? Seems that she knows some things.
I
She's
think we will
just-
probably learn it over time.
I'm just staring after her until she's out of sight.
I feel like she knows more than we might get out of the mayor.
I mean, possibly. We don't really know anything about the mayor other than he's the mayor
I mean, Raz
Of a-
over here says he's
of a
kind
dead
weird.
city.
Well, if she's laid it upon herself to protect us, I'm sure that she'll be back again. You all know that we don't manage to stay out of trouble.
That's true. Did
I
I
like
notice
trouble.
that she kind of stared at Kyrie?
Roll an inside check.
Okay.
Gonna say, I was
you
about to
asked.
ask that myself, Glenn.
That would
means
be
you do.
an 18.
18. You notice that she looked at someone behind you for a moment, and it seemed to change her. I don't know.
Demeanor?
The way she was, her demeanor towards the group, slightly.
Okay. I will file that away in my head.
Well, it seems that it's a bit dangerous. We should probably keep going. Raz, do you know where we are, or
Yeah.
can we continue?
Yes, I.
Do we need to rest more?
We should probably. Yeah. Let's just fucking get going.
Okay, I'll fall in behind Raz.
Unless you have some more friends that are going to show up, I say let's pack up and move on.
Probably for the safest. Very well.
So you guys travel for probably another hour. You get to like the part of the city where there is like you can see the large lake on your right, and you can't see the other side. Like it is just endless water. It might as well be the ocean. On your left is these tall mountains, and there's a thin strip that goes in between them. You travel down that way a little way until there's like a little like cove, and there is some ships. And Raz stops you before he gets there. Says, "I would recommend that you mind your tongue. These are professionals, what you would call pirates, but if you call them that, they're liable to stab you, shoot you, beat you to a shark, something along those lines. We are going to pay for one of them to take us, and he kind of points over off the distance to that island over there.
Very well.
Any objections? Does anyone have any money?
I believe we do have money. Yes.
Hey,
I
Dis,
have money.
Yes.
the feat that I have for fishing,
Yes.
can I implement it?
I'm lacking on the feet at the moment. Can you send it to me?
Yeah.
As soon as he says, like, kind of watch your tongue and stuff, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna look at Exire and I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna whisper, maybe you should keep a hold of Yarman for the ride.
He knows when to hold his tongue.
I guess we'll find out.
I like having Yarman around. It always keeps things interesting.
Yeah, he's just been known to, say things randomly, so just keep an eye on him.
That he has.
Yes, you can. Yeah. If you want to be the voice, you can. Yeah. You would have to go out and talk. Yeah. JD.
I'll try to secure passage.
Okay.
Do any of the ships look familiar?
Roll a perception check.
21.
21. There is one ship in particular that isn't probably the ship you're thinking, but it looks like one that would have traveled with it at one time or another.
Okay.
All right. So JD going down by himself, or is everybody going with him? Or
I'll go down with him.
I would certainly like to see pirates.
I hit.
Kyrie's
I
gonna
hit Huck
kinda
on the
laugh
back
at
of
that.
the head. I hit Buck on the back of the head and go, "Shh, you're not supposed to talk about the pirates in front of the pirates. Don't you know what hold your tongue means?" No, you don't
Does
have a
Yarman
tongue.
know what hold your tongue means?
I got it.
You don't have a tongue, Huck. Never mind.
all right. So the three of you down then. Everybody else is kind of hanging back in kind of the wooded area.
What was that? Sorry, I missed.
Is
Yeah, I'm going
just
with him,
the
definitely.
three going, and then everybody else is kind of hanging back, or do you want to go down and mingle? Because I mean, it's like
I'll
a
go
little,
with them.
it's like a little pirate town. It's not like it doesn't look like an official town. Like there's just some shacks here and there.
So it's like
and there's a
Neverland.
dock. Not like Neverland, yeah.
We're off
Pirate party time.
Here we
I want to meet
go.
Smee.
Yeah, I will. I'll go with JD and I guess Clan. You said you were going.
Yep. And Huck.
Knock.
And Huck.
People are hanging back. Kyrie's definitely not going down there.
Okay. All right. So you guys wander down there. There is just like, people loading ships, people like unloading stuff. There is like some sketchy deals going down, like here and there, like in just the wide open. There appears to be, a few like little like houses, and then there's like a bigger like shack, and it has like a sign hanging that has like a picture of a mug on it. You kind of get the impression that that's like a tavern of sorts. Wish I had some pirate music.
How many ships are in harbor?
There are. Let's see, there are 5. There are like 2 that are pretty big, and then the rest are kind of medium size.
And all of them look like they're the size that could fit the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any of them would work.
Do any of them look like they're loading up to make way?
None at the current moment. No, it more looks like either have just arrived or they've been here since maybe the day before at least.
Okay. JD wants to take one of the walk up through one of the 3 smaller ones of the 5 and walk straight down the pier to the brow like he owns the place. Just walking, not saying anything.
All right, so there's just people kind of unloading one of the boats that you're near. One of them stops and just kind of looks at you.
Hello there.
Hey, are you looking to buy something then?
Mainly to barter passage.
You look like you own the place walking over here like that. I'd watch out. That'd get you stabbed or something.
It could, but I'm not being intimidating towards nobody. If they're worried about my size, then we've got bigger problems, right?
Yeah, I like you. Can I buy you a drink then?
Well, I usually carry my own. And he'll pull out his flask and open it up and hand it to him.
That is good. That is wonderful. I think we had some of this at one time. We got it from the reputable place. I mean, of course, we didn't steal it or anything. Oh, you wouldn't think that, would you? No. So you're looking for passage?
Yeah, it's a small trip. Just wanting to go, and he kind of points the direction of the island. Just want to go over there.
All right. We can do that for you. Price is right. Of course, if you can have some more of that drink. That's the price.
I tell you what. You get me and my company, myself and 9 others, or 10 others across and back, and I'll make you a crate worth of alcohol just like this.
You know you want it.
Deal. Yeah. He looks over at Huck. He hadn't noticed him before. Is he with you?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. There's something about you. I feel like I can trust you. I mean, are we waiting for a long time over there for you?
Mainly need to go talk to the, I guess they call him the mayor.
Oh. Right.
Oh.
Of course. Get your party. Let's load them up. Let's go. If it's for the mayor, then.
So we're standing there. JD goes, Exire, we have passage.
Done.
And they're ready to depart.
Let's not delay then.
And
So
On we go.
just to make sure that he does it for flair, he kind of leans back and does like this to try to let them see.
So you guys start
Even
making
though-
your way down through there.
Yep. Making
All
way
party?
over.
Okay. All right.
Making my way.
So as you're going down through there, Kyrie, roll a perception check again for me.
That is a 12.
Well, no, you're looking over at the ships as you're going past. The one that kind of caught your eye, it's called the Contested, and you don't see anybody that you recognize by any means, but you do remember the name being kind of related. So me. So you're just walking down there in the wide open with everybody else and everything.
Before they went down, she's going to adjust her arm. She's going to use her armor and kind of shift it from its usual a little bit, so she has a hood she can pull up.
Okay. So just roll me a stealth check with advantage. Just blending.
Thank God for advantage. That's 18.
18. Okay. All right. So you and the rest of the party stroll down to the smaller ship, which is named Bold Venture. And you guys board, and the human that you were talking to there, he kind of sets sail off. There is just a couple of crewmen on this ship. Looks like he leaves some on the shore with the goods that they were unloading, and within just a few minutes, you guys are over on the other shoreline. So there's not really a dock there, so they get as close as they can, and throw off anchor. And there's a couple little boats that you guys get in and row up to the shore. As Raz gets out of the boat, he looks over and says, "All right, so see that path right there? Walk up that way. You're going to see stone entrance sticking out of the ground with a iron gate on it. Just pull it open. It's not going to be locked. Go down in there. It's going to be really dark." It looks over at let's see, do we have any elves in the party? Or yep, Yarman looks over at the elves
and
says,
Morwen.
And Morwen, yeah.
Oh yeah, more.
Even for you guys, it's going to be dark. But it's okay. It's okay. Trust me. You guys saved my life. I wouldn't send you to die right away, at least. Just go down there, and there'll be some directions. He is an eccentric person and likes to be entertained. You will need to entertain him to get audience.
So you're coming too, yes, Raz?
Let's wait here. I've already went through that a couple of times, and I'll wait here.
It's okay, Raz. We just saved you out of prison and all that. You can tell us you're scared to go down there with him.
We understand.
Not scared. I just don't
Sure.
really want to see him today. I mean,
Not
maybe
scared. It's
tomorrow
okay.
or something.
I understand, Raz. I'm gonna walk over to Raz and pat him on the shoulder and say, thank you for getting us this far, but man, I really think you should come down and show us the way. And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
All right.
While he's
What's
doing
the
that, I look
save?
at Morwen and did I do that right? Not scared.
Wisdom save.
Absolutely. I gave him a thumbs up.
Wisdom save.
That's
All right.
perfect.
So that is a natural 14. Do I need to look at the modifier?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The DC 15.
DC 15. I'm wondering if I'm pretty sure he has like a 3 or something.
Oh, no, a negative. Give him a
I'm
negative.
pretty sure. It is a 2. Yeah, so that is a 16.
Okay.
He goes, oh, I understand. Not mad at you for that one, but no, I believe I'll stay here.
And I wink at him and say, I had to try.
You guys will be fine.
I want to cast Detect Thoughts as he's denying. I want to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay, is there a save on that?
It is the Wisdom 15 as well.
That's a 15. 13 plus 2.
Never mind. I ain't hear
Yep.
shit.
He keeps shaking his head like, I really wish you guys would get out of my head. Again, I don't blame you. It'll be fine. I promise you. I survived it. Nobody's died, as far as I know.
Yet.
I mean, there could be,
Just
No, you guys
never
will be
heard of a
fine. You guys
dwarf
will be fine.
afraid of going underground with all the stonework.
I mean, the
It is
stonework is
interesting.
nice. It is nice. You'll be fine.
Well, thank you for your assistance, Raz.
Be right here, waiting on you. Shouldn't take too long.
All right, and with that, I'll start walking towards where you pointed.
As I walk that way, I'm gonna. You said he said it was dark.
As you walk up through like this wooded area, and until like you kind of go up this hill, and you're out of sight of the ships, or the ship, and the other ships all across the way, and then you see this stone entryway, like it is weathered heavily, but it is like man-made finished rock, entranceway, and there is like an iron gate there, and it
How
kind of
does
goes
Eldrick-
into like this mountain or this hill that it's.
How does Eldrick carry his sword and shield?
I do carry your sword and shield.
Normally I would have it. If not in combat, it would be the sword would be sheathed on my hip, and my sword would probably be around on my back.
Your shield would?
Yep.
Shield, yeah.
I reach up and try to just stealthily kind of reach up and tap the top of the shield, and I
Okay.
cast light as we're going in there.
Okay.
As we
And then I
walk
look-
up that way. Oh, so good.
I look back at Exar and go, we'll be able to see, and if anybody gets seen, it will be him first.
All right. Does light have does it have a verbal?
I don't remember. It's a cantrip. Let me.
Yeah, look it up real quick. What are you saying, Exire?
I was gonna say, as we walk up, I'm gonna as we look up there, I'll say, prepare for the worst. And as I say that, I'm gonna cast
Yes,
armor.
it has a verbal.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So
All right.
Verbal
So
material.
we kind of went over this at the beginning of the campaign. Some of you may have not got it because you weren't with us at the beginning. But when you cast magic, sorcerers have a very particular skill that allows them to do magic subtly.
Yeah.
Right? So if you don't have that ability, then when you cast something that's verbal, people know that you're doing it. Like it is, it makes noise, that it doesn't sound natural. And when you make somatic movements, there's like runes in the air. It's not like you can cast magic and people don't know it, unless you're like really hidden from them or something. You're behind
That's
his
fine.
back.
I reach up and touch it, and I make the noise and everything, and then I'm gonna
Oh,
pull
you
my
make the
hand back
noise.
really.
You can do a sleight of hand as you know to the
Yeah.
touching of it.
Yeah.
So if he kind of felt you hit it or not, but
You know, he may turn around and not know what it was because the light's gonna be behind him the whole time until he gets
and
down.
and it is daylight, so yeah, he might not actually notice. So you can do a
so-
sleight of hand there to see if he felt the actual tap of the shield itself.
Oh. That's
He gets his
a
passive.
25.
25. I guarantee that beats your passive perception, right?
And that
okay.
that was still a ways off of a nat 20.
Yeah. He doesn't notice it right away. Okay, so you guys walk up to this iron gate.
Yeah, and as we do that, I'm gonna say prepare for the worst, and I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis as all the moisture in the air kind of coalesces into ice around me.
Okay.
And then as that happens, I'll pull out both my swords as well, run them along the back of my neck, and light them on fire. Say, hope for the best. Start walking in.
Okay.
I want to drop my goggles onto my eyes, stealth into there, and try to stay about 5 or 10 feet ahead of Xr's light so I don't go blind.
Okay. All right. So as
What
you
about
start
Eldritch
walking,
light?
It's only 5 feet of dim light, so it won't take much for you to get to stay ahead of it.
so as you start walking down, does any of your lights penetrate magical darkness?
Oh.
We did not. I would assume no. We never said that the
Okay. All right.
blades were. I mean, they're magical light, but it doesn't. We never said that they penetrate magical
No.
darkness. No, just fire.
So as you walk into this, even the light from the light sources you've made, just it's almost like it's just smothered out. And you're kind of walking down a decline. Feels like you're walking for about a good 2 or 3 minutes down this decline until it kind of levels out, and still is just complete darkness. Tell me if you guys stop at any point or like start freaking out.
Does this magic stuff negate the goggles of night?
Unless it says it penetrates magical darkness, it does not.
I think all it says is that
I'm pretty sure they
dark
don't.
it just does dark vision.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
Should we like all grab onto a rope or something so we don't get lost, split up, separated,
I'd say that's a good idea.
killed?
I think that would be very good.
Did you want me to roll a stealth roll, Diz?
If you're stealthing, yes, you can.
Yeah,
try
I said I was stealthing
roll
ahead of the
stealth.
team.
Sure. Yep. How far? Well, you don't know.
10 feet ahead of.
You start out 10 feet, but you really don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I start out that way, but
Yeah,
I keep bumping into him with my movement speed.
probably. He power walks everywhere, so it's
Got 45 feet of movement. I've already lapped them and come back around.
that
Alright.
would be a 25 to stealth.
25. Okay.
That became
Alright.
darkness.
So you guys walk down, and it levels out. And are you guys just walking in the middle, kind of with your
Did we
hands
do
out in
the
front
rope
of you,
thing?
or-
I was gonna say.
I don't know. Did you?
Kyrie's gonna pull the rope out and kind of tie it to her belt and find the next closest person
Yes.
to her and hand a piece to them and tell them to tie it to them.
Okay. Who all is being tied by the rope?
I'm not gonna tie it, but I'm gonna hold on
Yeah,
to it.
I'm
like,
gonna
I'll wrap
hold on
around
to
my
it,
hand
not
and hold
tied,
on
though.
to it.
Okay.
Nobody else wants
She
to
wants both
stay
hands
with
free so that she can have both swords out.
I want both hands free so I can have both hands, but I'm still not being tied to all you.
I just run my hand along the rope,
Okay.
No.
All right.
like with the back of my hand, just let it, so I know where it is.
I'll
So
hold
as
on
you guys
to the
level,
rope.
as you guys level out, you walk for just a little ways further, and you hear JD. How are you walking, JD? You're in front here.
No, I
Like an
mean, I'm
Egyptian.
just
Are you walking just
like a snake.
Nah,
Nobody can see me. Well, I mean, if I'm
Oh.
stealthing, I'm gonna walk. Try to place my feet where kind of sound footing, but I'm not really can't see anything. So it's just my feet are leading me more
Okay.
than anything else, with one hand out front.
One hand out front. Okay. All right. So, you hear, or actually, JD, you feel stone. You've hit a wall.
Right.
Yep.
As it flattens out, and I'll say this in the comms and then say it to the girls if need be. When it flattens out, there's a wall at the end of the corridor. Do I feel like there's either direction?
At this point, who was next in line?
It would be me.
You
Yeah,
run into
probably
JD. Are you walking with your hands out in front of you?
Yes, I would be. If I can't see, I would definitely be walking
JD
out.
is shorter than your hands. You run into JD.
You also fill a wall.
As you trip over JD,
Yeah.
you fall into the wall.
Can I
stop? Everybody stop!
Can I elbow him in the nuts as he plows
Yes.
all over me?
You can roll an attack.
Yes, you can.
Why, certainly.
So unarmed.
Unarmed attack, yes.
That's a 21 to hit.
That is.
That is.
Hmm.
You hear a
I get a +5.
ding. How much damage does he take?
I think with unarmed, it's just 3.
3 damage to very sensitive
Right to the cod
place.
piece.
So as you're saying, everybody stop. You go really high pitched all of a sudden.
Everybody
Ready?
Well,
I
as
said
he
that
says
sooner.
that, everybody kind of bumps into each other a little bit. You hear what sounds like a door close behind you and lock, and then torches light up this rectangle-shaped room that you're in. There is a door in the center of the wall behind you. There are, on that same wall where the door is, there's 2 benches, like just normal. There's no back. It's up against the wall, just benches, like a waiting area or something. And in front of you, as the darkness fades away, you see 4 doors in the wall in front of you.
Oh,
You've actually just hit the
God.
wall in between the 2 doors.
Oh God.
Kyrie's gonna untie the rope.
We're in
and
Waterdeep,
pull
right?
it up.
What was Waterdeep?
Shh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Son of a.
And then you
yeah.
hear
Welcome, guest. It's been a while since I've had a visit. And there's so many of you. You guys like to play games. Not everybody at once, but you can talk, I can hear you.
Yeah, games are fun.
Games are good.
Also, I didn't lock the door this time. Somebody else stepped on it.
I enjoy games that are fun for all involved.
But while they're answering that, you hear JD go, "Eldrick, get the fuck off me!"
Ciao. Well, yippee-ki-yay, let's break it into groups then, and then have some food. Each door there, let's see, there's maybe a few, 10. Ooh, odd number. A couple of rooms gonna have to have 3, and then, the rest have 2. You decide.
We're gonna split the party 4 ways. Oh, sweet Jesus.
I walked to the 3rd door and go, I got this one. It looks cool.
I'll be honest with everyone. I am not a smart man.
I don't even understand what that does.
Me neither. Come with us. Let's go team stupid here.
She's gonna call her stupid like that.
I said that to Eldrick when he said
Oh.
I'm not a smart man.
I thought you were talking to Regan. I was like, no, you're talking to her
Kyrie's
like that?
gonna stand in front of door number 4.
Can we abstain from maybe just watch or something?
Raz said he likes his games. I don't think we have much of a choice.
JD's gonna walk over to Huck and kind of bang on his leg. Bend down. So I hop on the harness on the back of Huck. Let's go to door 1.
Okay, make sure that you're locked in there then.
I'm good.
And don't use the crop this time. I'm an old man. Crying out loud.
It's in
All
the
right,
bag.
so
Words.
door 1, door 2, door 3, door 4. Who's on door 1?
Huck and JD.
Huck and JD.
Oh, he's writing it down. Oh my god.
Oh,
Who's on
it's
door
bad.
2? Who's on door 2?
Do I need a refresh to drink for this? Is that how bad-
Well, we're getting close on time, but I don't know
The sun's
how
getting
much
real
you guys
low.
want to. I don't know how much you guys want to get into this, but
I'm good to keep going, but I will stop if other people need to sleep.
right, yeah.
So, Yarman and Clan are on 4 or on 3, I think.
I'm on 3. I don't know if Clan ever walked over to it.
Yeah,
Yarm.
I'll go with him.
Okay.
Team stupid.
Somebody went to
Heldrick.
door 4.
Who's on 4?
I think it would be best if we
No,
had.
who's on first?
I think it would be
I don't know.
best if we
Third best.
had someone with us who can communicate with the others.
You just have to use your words, of course.
We're about to be separated, Huck. And
Yeah.
you have your ways of speaking to each other. Adara and I do not.
It's a mouth.
You don't have a mouth, Huck.
Well, I do. It's right here.
No, that's just like shiny lights.
AD, Exire, Eldritch, someone.
Here, I
We
will.
need
I
to
will.
come up with a plan.
I will go with him since I have a communication device.
Cool. I got
Okay.
door 3 by myself.
All right, Yarman, I'm coming with you.
Now that
Cool. I
Sanazi
got
was with you.
Exire.
Exar and Yarman. All right, where are so we
Buddy
got
cop show
Eldritch.
ever.
Somebody was on
The
door
best
4.
buddy
Who was
cop
on
show
door
ever.
4?
No heals.
I was
we
on
don't
door
need 'em.
4.
You
Where
were
we're
on door
going,
4.
we don't need healing.
Yep. And then Sir Eldrick is going with Kyrie because she made a point that he respects points.
Well, because if these rooms we're entering are within 300 feet of each other, we can still communicate. This is Ellen talking,
So
not
that's 2,
Kyrie.
2, and 2, and then it leaves me.
So you,
Oh, wait a minute.
who's on?
Some
Who's
of the
on
rooms are
2?
going to have 3.
I thought
yeah.
you said you were coming with me.
I didn't say anything. I haven't said anything yet.
I swear I heard you say that, but that's okay.
I did
Okay.
too.
I was trying to figure out where people were going so
Adam?
that way we could split heals.
Would you like a door?
Pick a door, any door.
I posted
We have-
in D&D chat. Everybody's arguing. Just put me on a door that nobody else is on.
Gotcha.
I'll just I'll follow Josh.
Okay.
Into the door of doom.
Nasi only
So
really
we
knows
will
and
put
trusts
you
Eldrick so far,
on.
so I'm
Yeah.
calling
Flip a
Eldrick.
coin.
Okay, so I will join Josh and add.
So we got
them.
Morwen and Adara and Prugwan on 2, and that leaves Kyrie, Eldrick, and
Sanasi.
Stanasi. Are you going with them or are you going with somebody else?
No. Right now, she only knows Sir Eldrick, so she's following Eldrick.
Okay, Stanasi makes sense. Makes sense. All right. All right, here's the question: do you guys want to continue and do some of these things? Some of them may go quick, some of them may go a little slower. So up to you guys.
Whatever.
I don't know how everybody feels, or if anybody needs to go to bed. Or I know some people need to go to bed because they got stuff to do tomorrow and stuff. But
Yes. Yes.
I got you, Rican. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay.
I mean, if Clan says yes, it sounds like door 2 can go.
Or
Oh, we were door 4. Fuck,
Oh,
I'm
door 4. Sorry, door 4.
door
I mean, I can. I'm fine. It's up to everybody
Si
else.
se puede. Si se puede.
all right, 2002 Disney Channel.
Exactly. Exactly what I thought of.
All right, everybody.
It means yes, we can.
Adam, how are you?
Be live.
Adam, are you there?
Hello?
You with us?
Hello? Can you hear me?
There he is. There he is.
Yeah,
Oh,
there we
sorry, I
go.
was on mute. I think I'm gonna have to call it a night.
Okay. All right. So let's just wait. As you guys open the doors on each of your rooms and you walk in, the room like it's still like this magical darkness as you walk in, and you close the doors. And I'll just give you each group. I'll kind of give you a glimpse at what you see, and that's where we'll kind of step off for the evening. So.
Hey, Diz, how long were we walking about?
Let's see, 4, 5, like 6 hours probably.
No, I'm sorry, from when we went into the darkness.
Oh, like 3 minutes or something like that. Like,
Okay.
You know, not really a long time.
Not 10 minutes.
All right, so room 1. As you guys walk in, the room lights up. It is a square room. It has like this rough stone around the side of the room, and there's a door behind you that closes and locks, and a door across from you that appears to be closed. In the middle of the floor, there's a square section of the floor, and there's several squares on the floor, and that alternates colors from like a dark brown to a light brown, and then across. You're looking at chessboard, and there are queens, like the piece queens, on different spots on the board, each of them a different color. All right, that's room 1.
Wizard's chess.
Room 2. Wizard's chess, Harry.
I'm totally glad you said that because I was just picturing that in my brain.
No, Ron, no.
Who was in room 1 though?
You, huh?
Who was in room 1?
Huck and JD.
Okay.
Yep.
You're in
Alright.
room 4, Ellen.
No,
Room 2.
I know what room I'm in. I'm just checking everybody else.
Room 2. You walk in. There is an hourglass on a pedestal in the middle of this room. Stone floors, stone walls, door behind you, door in front of you. The door behind you closes and locks. On the opposite wall above the door, there is a plaque. It looks like a metal plaque with just some random like letters on it. Looks random at first, and then you see the hourglass sand starts to slip through. Okay, that's room 2.
Wow, that one is
Oh
up.
boy.
Room 3. This is Yarman and Exire. Let's see. As you walk in, there's pretty much the same as the other rooms, except there's a little bit more going on here. Door shuts behind you and locks. There's a door across the way. There is an armored guard standing to the left side of the door. The guard is wearing like blue tinted full plate armor with the visor down on its helmet. The guard holds a great sword that is kind of with 2 hands, and it's like resting the tip of it onto the ground. Let's see. The door that he's standing next to is a wooden door that has no handle, keyhole, or hinges that you can see. Okay. Along the left and right walls, there are pedestals with dark orbs resting on them. There's 4 in total, so 2 on each wall. In the middle of the room, there is a table with 20 blank pieces of paper, all laying individually out next to each other, almost perfectly spaced from each other. I won't read what you hear next, but this is what you see as the door closes and locks behind you. Okay? Room 4. As you walk in, this room is much like the others. It is a square room, stone floor, stone walls, stone ceiling. There's a door behind you, closes, locks. There's a door across from you that is locked, or it's closed. You don't know if it's locked. In the middle of the room, there sits a table with a bowl on it. Okay. As you look kind of into the bowl, there are, it looks like almost like a tic-tac-toe board, but it's like, you know, a square with 3x3 squares kind of imprinted in the bowl there. And off to the right-hand side, there is just stacks of gold coins. So that's what you guys see as you enter the room. Something for you to think about for next time. So 2 weeks from now, you guys get to try to figure out what all these puzzles are and see if you can survive to see the mayor.
Gee, thanks, DS. Didn't feel like sleeping for another.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Diz, thanks.
Some of you may be having flashbacks, so.
I'm pretty sure I remember most of the puzzles.
Oh, wow. Oh, they're different.
Unless you've changed them.
They're all different. They're all different. They're all different. So, all right. So we'll end the stream there, and we'll pick up next time. 2 weeks from tonight. I think Kyle's game might be next weekend. Yep. So you can go check out his D&D game over on his channel next Saturday. It's the same time slot here, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Until then, there's a shout out right there. I guess we'll see you guys next time then. Yeah. I don't have a cool catchphrase. Just bye.
That's cool. Okay.